I get drunk. I play funk. I tell lies. I get high. I never try. I let loose. Wild goose. I take a ride. I nearly die. I get bumped. Shut up. I call in sick. Suck my dick. I kick your ass. Smoke your fucking grass. Stay up late. I masturbate. I look great. Straight hate. Get laid. I get paid. Taco loco. Chana ñoco. Nice dinner. What are you up to, dinner? I get drunk. I play funk. Stay away from the phone. Just leave me alone. I'm living large. I'm in charge. I light an incense. Gene Vincent. Get the notion. Rub on it in the lotion. Keep it busy. Pump is busy. I thank God for a hot ride. Come on your face. Play the boogie bass. I've told you. Say what? No. Love metal. Heavy metal. Nice sweater. double G's the letter. I make a fire. Cool desire. I speculate. Ejaculate. I get drunk. I play funk. I get high. I make it cry.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hey, Benny, how you doing?
I was going to say, can we be heard?
Yeah.
Can we be felt?
Let me put this up a little bit because it's a little too low and okay. All right.
Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
How's it going?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
nah. Well, I was shopping and crying. Now, I made like 30 people laugh in Walmart yesterday, except for one person. So my day was complete. There's always going to be a hard nut in the crowd. You know what I mean?
yeah.
God damn it!
I know. I just found out a friend of mine is a total Trumper, and I've been upset about it ever since. And I'm just like, I don't see them very often, so I don't. They're like acquaintance. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I'm still like disappointed in hearing it, and I was just like, fuck. There goes another
What?
one.
Do they have an email that you can get in touch with them? Should just send them a list of all Donnie's crimes.
Oh my God.
Seriously. People need to see this list. And people need to know that he, was up to no good with Epstein and a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah. That's what I would send them. Maybe you have a problem with this. Because
if nothing else bothers you,
and I'll tell
if
you
you
what,
committed one felony, guess where you'd be?
Yeah. Yeah. Is everything all right? Do we sound all right? Is everything cool?
Oh, happy day.
All right. I don't see you, Elizabeth. You have to, I don't know, join the Zoom meeting.
Jump in and jump out again.
No, Elizabeth is going to join us today. I just feel like we needed all the female power we can handle right now. I liked, even though I know, Tara Dublin, she pushes her book a lot and she begs for money a lot. But you know what? She had a great point. Try defending a pedophile. Try defending him. Go ahead.
There is no, it's an indefensible
You don't care?
crime.
You're going to say you don't care? And you're not paying attention to what's going on. It's so funny because they were begging and begging and begging. The Republicans were begging for anybody to release the Epstein files. And now that they're released, it's crickets. You hear fucking nothing. Fucking crickets. Where's all my sound effects? Damn it.
Because there's no defending it. There's nothing they can say in their minds, their ugly minds, that can defend that behavior.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Jim the Geek.
Total cricket.
It's just a little frock.
Here we go. Elizabeth.
I'm a shout out everybody in the chat while we're getting Wizzy Buff out here. Got Susan Thompson, Blue Tomato,
get rid of my
Spiking,
names.
Mr. Spock, Brandon Jackson, my lovely Jackie from Texas, Mark P, our super mod, one of them anyway.
Special guest.
Bonnie, how you doing, honey? Midas Kevin, unless I don't remember if I said your name, but I'm saying it now. Hi, Wizzy.
Hi.
Hello.
How you doing,
Morning.
darling?
Top of the morning.
It's top of the morning.
Yeah, right.
Jim the Geek, J-Fo.
All right. Can everybody hear everybody?
J-Fo.
Okay,
Quick
good.
share.
All right.
I'm going to jump in the chat and quick share. I'm going to share this with a couple.
Okay.
Share it out.
What, in the Zoom
Peter
chat?
Campbell,
I see
Moms
Diane.
Russo, Petrazi.
Are you going in the Zoom chat?
I'm in the Zoom.
I know, but where are you going?
No, I'm going to the channel.
Okay. So anyway, welcome everybody. It's been kind of a hairy situation. Tony was not able to help me start the show, so I was like biting my fingernails trying to figure out, am I doing this all right? I still haven't checked the phone. I haven't checked the phone. Whatever.
The last message I got from Diane before the show was, is anybody out there? I was like, ruh-roh.
No,
I know she's doing the show herself today, so she's a little bit on eggshells.
Yeah. And it was more like, is anybody out there?
Just nod if you can hear me.
Yes.
Is there anybody out there?
Is there anyone at all?
Oh my God.
A tool.
But let me tell you something there, Diane. You're doing a fabulous job. Every time you've run this rig yourself, you haven't put it in the ditch. As long as you keep it between the lines, we're going to be okay.
Don't run off the rails. Well, it's really hot here and humid here today, and so I have the fan blowing on the computer because I think it was during HBL Radio Nation that we overheated. The computer overheated and shut down, and it was like, okay,
yes,
let's try not to do that again. Even though there's a shit ton of fans in the computer, but what are you gonna do? So, anyway, enough of the small talk. Elizabeth, before you came in, we started in on the Epstein files, and I liked what Tara Dublin said, and she said, "Go ahead and defend it. Go ahead and try to defend this." And if you have read, I debated on whether or not we should read it on our show because nobody else has read it on their show.
Right.
And so I still am kind of debating that. And I don't know. We might actually get dinged for it. You know what I mean? Because it's pretty graphic and awful. And so I'm trying to get rid of.
Is it actually?
Michelle's
This
name.
is the actual court documents is what you're talking about?
Yeah. It's really.
And one of the document dumps?
Yes. It's so hard to.
It's really hard to even read to
Yes,
yourself.
it is. It is. It made my throat swell up like a giant bullfrog.
Yeah.
I mean, because my heart just wanted to jump out of my mouth.
I can't figure out.
Maybe want to go fishing.
See how it says
But I read it
Michelle
anyway.
Smith under Elizabeth right now? I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of that.
There's a what?
It says Michelle Smith under your picture, honey.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
This is not Michelle Smith nor a cheap facsimile thereof. This is our
But
one
I
and
would
only
be
Wizzy
honored.
buff.
I'm trying to
I would be
figure out.
honored to be mistaken for her.
Yeah.
I
let's
hear you.
try that.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's pretty intense what's going on.
I'm going to say that Epstein got the proper punishment for his life of disgust and fucking nastiness and predatory fucking practices.
I think
he got the right punishment.
I think killing's too good for him. I wish he would have lived a long, miserable
Well,
life.
and it's funny.
In protective custody, that's pretty cushy. I can tell you that.
For those
when you're
of
in
you,
protective custody, you're not in with regular population.
Right.
Oh, Gen Pop would have been my other wish. Yeah, Gen Pop. Okay, Miss Diane.
You know what they do to pedophiles in Gen Pop.
Yeah, but
it was really interesting that Bill Barr's the last person to see him, and 2 days later he's fucking dead. And and Bill Barr's daddy, who was the headmaster.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah. Headmaster of a all-girls school back in the day, and he was known as Chester the Molester. That's where if you've ever heard that term, that's where it comes from. And Bill Barr's daddy gave Epstein his first job that he was absolutely unqualified for as a teacher at this all-girls school, and that's where it all
girls
started there. And then you're going to tell me that this is all not connected? I'm sorry. I'm not throwing out conspiracy theories here, okay? That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
These are not conspiracy theories. These are the facts.
It's like any amateur detective could see this. You know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous.
Nancy Drew could have figured this shit out.
Yeah, the timeline and By the way, I have Shark Week on just for the Charter. So I'm just going to keep Shark Week on, and I'm not going to watch mainstream media, and they can fuck off, and I'm just going to keep Shark Week on.
I think if everybody shut mainstream media off for a month, they'd lose their fucking mind.
Oh my God! Even if you just change the channel and don't give them the ratings. You know,
well, the sad part of that I'm not going to keep on preaching it till the fucking cows come home. As long as you're paying for cable, you're paying for the news that you're not watching.
Believe me, Tony and I have been researching alternatives, and we're trying to figure out which one to go with.
The billionaires who run the alphabet networks are all right wingers. They're giving their talking heads the scripts. And America pays for that at a rate of 50 billion with a B dollars per year to be entertained and lied to. $50 billion a year. Why are they billionaires? Because we made them billionaires.
That's right. Ghislaine. Yeah,
okay.
Ghislaine.
I have it.
Go ahead.
Before we move on, I wanted to say, first of all, they have successfully shifted the focus of the public off of Trump and all his rape, suspected pedophilia, tax fraud,
espionage,
felonies, convict,
stealing our documents.
From that and on to Joe Biden's whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that.
No, me either. And they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, someone comes at me with Joe Biden this, Joe Biden that. Oh no, it's about you, the Republican Party, have chosen to have a rapist, freaking felon, tax cheat, probably pedophile, but allegedly, or maybe.
No, he's a pedophile.
To represent their values.
He's a pedophile.
He's a pedophile.
He's a pedophile. All right.
He's a known pedophile.
Hold on. Instead of reading the legal document, I'll read this list. Trump is a predator. Okay, look at my.
Yes.
It's all in pink and in orange. Orange is for Trump, and pink is for like bad things, right? Bad things. Okay.
I know, but pink, is bad. But the orange for Trump was perfect.
Well, yeah, that's why it's most of my book is orange. I shit you not.
Color-coded fuckery.
Yeah, because that's the only way I can separate it out. So, blue is for all the good things the Dems do. Green is for all the Republican fuckery in the Congress. Yellow is for SCOTUS. Because I just want to take a piss on them. Sorry. It was out of line. No, it wasn't.
That was good.
Anyway.
No,
Trump is a predator of boys and girls.
He's a sexual predator.
Ladies and gentlemen,
say the word.
Boys
Sexual
and
predator.
Girls, look it up. Michael Parker, 10 years old, oral rape, Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, 1992. Trump paid his parents $3 million in settlement. Kelly Fowler, 12 years old, $1 million settlement paid in 1989. Allegations of forced intercourse, which I would call rape. Trump Tower, New York City. Charles Bacon, 11 years old, $3 million in allegations of oral and anal intercourse, 1994, Trump Tower, New York City. Rebecca Conway, 13 years old, claimed intercourse and oral sex at Trump's Vineyard Estates in Charlottesville, Virginia, 2012, $5 million settlement. Maria Oliveira, doesn't that sound familiar? Maria Oliveira, 12 years old. Her family was paid $16 million to settle allegations of forcible intercourse occurring at Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, in 1993. That was $16 million. Hold on. Last one. Kevin Knoll, 11 years old. Anal rape. Trump Tower, New York City, 1989. Settlement details unknown.
Because that was Lindsey Graham.
There's three boys on this list.
I have to interject here. I have to interject while the thought is in my head.
Interject.
All of these parents of these minor children piss me right the fuck off because they settled with this motherfucker. And I don't care how much money. My child's life has no fucking dollar sign on it.
No shit.
And if somebody fucks with one of my kids, there's gonna be hell to pay. I don't care. Threaten me, motherfucker. Bunch of bullshit. Will work for Peter. Peter!
Benny,
Peter!
wait, Tony sent
Peter-
that to you, Elizabeth, as a joke.
Peter's our patron saint, Saint Peter.
Cheers, Peter.
Thank you,
Thank
Peter.
you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Peter.
you. No, yeah, the merch has been getting out, and thank you to all. I saw that Petrazi got her Benny Loco and Benny and Diane T-shirt. There's been a few people out there who've gotten, and I sent Benny her koozies.
A koozie.
Yep. I know
Thanks,
Wizzy
Moms.
needs a koozie out there in California too.
Brisk tea.
So yeah.
MAGA tears.
Maggoteers look like mushrooms.
Yeah, I just said after that whole thing, I just said it's so gross. People should know. Republicans say protect the children.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, let
protect
them-
them so that we can do vile and unthinkable things
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah, let them
Protect them
ignore
for
this.
us.
Let them ignore this. You know, are we okay with child rape? Ask them. Then show them this legal document. One of the girls is missing and presumed dead, by the way.
Yeah, she's never been
And-
found.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I read that part. I thought
the vacated
I know, and they
lawsuit-
just recovered 200 missing girls.
yeah, vacated the lawsuit 4 days before the 2016 election because of death threats.
4 days.
And I was like, sound familiar?
4 days. About the time Hillary's emails dropped.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Mark P sending me pictures of I gotta get a collection together of everybody with their t-shirts together, and we'll put it in a montage in the beginning of the show. It'd be so much fun.
Looking good, Mark.
Looking good.
Hot diggity dogs.
I
son.
know. I said, but you texted it to me, and how do I get it on my computer? You idiot. Email it to me. Email it so I can get it on the computer. Email it to
Oh my
myself.
God.
Yeah, but I'm trying to run a show right now. Okay, like,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking like, where you want it? Your email?
yeah. Betty and
Stony
Diane.
McStonish.
Benny and Diane at gmail.com. Yeah, CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, all CEOs are Trump donors. And I said, fuck you all.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I've been screaming from the fucking
Yeah,
rooftop
no, I know,
for
honey.
a couple years about these motherfuckers.
I know.
And people are so addicted to their goddamn television and their shows.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
And
Everything
mainstream
you want to
media.
watch is on YouTube or the internet somewhere. You don't have to pay for cable. It's 20th century fucking technology. It's obsolete and antiquated, and all they're doing is collecting that $50 billion a year
Yep.
so they can fucking lie to you.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
right.
Fucking turn it
I
off.
agree.
And you know what? The fucking travesty. Okay, just like Project 2025, people like, you know, like Midas Touch and like independent media that I would call independent media. You know what I mean? They're not mainstream media. Okay, I would call,
Right.
you know, Midas Touch like independent media. More and more people like of that ilk have been talking about Project 2025. And now the mainstream media has picked it up.
It's
At least,
finally.
you know, MSNBC and a few of those people have. They're still, you know, still talking 2 weeks later about, oh, Joe must step down.
Yeah.
No, fuck you.
Joe
is not
stuttered
stepping
while
down.
he was speaking, and he looked like he was sleeping, and he shuffled out onto the stage like he could use assistant. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
And they
You
have not.
motherfuckers. Joe works circles around every one of those
Yep.
motherfuckers. Circles. rapid circles. Fuck you, mainstream media, you lying, fucking overindulged, overpaid, fucking plastic people.
Fuck you. Double middle fingers in the air for mainstream media. You have failed. You have absolutely failed since 2015. 2016.
You're aiding in the assistance of fascism, mainstream media. How do you like that?
And not a peep. Not a peep about the fucking Epstein files. Not a fucking peep.
No.
You're afraid to call him a liar. They were afraid to call him a liar for years. He's a fucking liar. Oh, well, those are mistruths and all these other words.
Yeah, let's find another fancy fucking word for a lie.
No, call him a fucking liar. Call him a liar like you should have been doing since day motherfucking one. When he was like, oh, my crowd was bigger than Obama's. And oh, yeah. Fuck him. So
George Carlin did a great, I don't know if it was euphemisms or one of his skits where he said, they turned shell shock into post-traumatic stress syndrome because it sounds softer. It softens the blow of shell shock.
Right.
You see, there's ways of using language, and you know who wrote the book on that? Newt Gingrich, back in the 80s. He wrote a book, literally a book on how to twist language to your advantage.
Yeah, well, Newt was another motherfucker, another person who was sitting on the nest of fucking hatching fascism.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on with these Republican motherfuckers who have been dismantling our democracy
since
for
Reagan, kind of. I would say Reagan
years.
and before, even Nixon. You know what I mean? Like, it really kind of goes back to the Nixon era, because you got the Nixon era and then you got the Carter-Reagan era, and they love Reagan, even though they knew Reagan had fucking Alzheimer's, and they just kept pumping him up, and he's like, oh, he's our man, and he's Reaganism. They want to make Trumpism now. Instead of Reaganism, it's going to be Trumpism. And hold on, ladies. I just want to say one more fucking thing. You're going to tell me the mainstream media does not want to pick up this story, the rapey story, the story of Donald Trump raping 12-year-old girls? There's
and
nothing
a lot of
juicier.
People around him doing the same fucking thing. Look at that pastor, his spiritual advisor.
Imagine your fucking ratings. Imagine your ratings.
Fuck your ratings. That's what we got to do. Hit them right in the fucking ratings.
Imagine if they had this on. I'd be like glued to the television. Tell me more. And I don't think this is the end of it. This is just the beginning. This is just scratching the surface because we keep finding out more and more. Go ahead.
I think they shot themselves in the foot. Because do they think that they're going to have a free press if Trump ever got into office? This is ridiculous. It's like, he'll divest you of every dime you have.
Do you know what fucking kills me? You know what kills me?
Go ahead.
He has spent all these years calling them fake news, which has literally turned them into fake news.
Yes. And also, but if you think about it, they have spent 40 years setting the economic conditions for this. They have robbed the middle class blind, funneled all that wealth of this nation to a handful of oligarchs at the top.
They bought up all the radio stations and TV
because
stations.
Of the brown person or the gay person or the female. It's because of everybody but their own damn policies that they made so they could get us to hurt bad enough economically to turn against our own damn government. That's what they've tried to do.
And Wizzy, they made those oligarchs so that they could buy up all the radio stations and the TV stations so they could pump this shit out on
Don't forget the newspapers.
Well, they killed the Fairness Doctrine. That's what opened that up.
The Fairness
which kept everything in line and all the lies out of media.
Can we get Joe Biden to reinstate by executive order the Fairness Doctrine and Citizens
We
United?
have to.
Maybe we should. That might be a good
thing
to work on.
We have to.
I wonder if he can do that.
Yeah, well, because of Congress, he has limited power.
Yeah, we need to give him a Congress that'll work with him.
But then since the Supreme Court opened their fucking mouth and shoved Donnie's you-know-what in there, that thing.
I'm looking for it. It's so small.
I know.
Allie Osher on Twitch says a Trump-appointed federal judge was forced to resign this month after a 4 years on the bench and a blistering ethics complaint detailed his hostile work environment and sexual misconduct with a law clerk and federal prosecutor. Well, surprise, surprise. You know, I woke up to that news, but I haven't heard the guy's name.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't heard his name or where he was. Was he in Florida? Elizabeth, you got to show your mug again because Peter is in the chat.
Oh.
You got to.
Thank you,
Hi,
Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Thank you.
Hi, Peter. Thank you.
Hi,
Thank
Peter.
you.
It says Michelle Smith. I can't get rid of that. I don't know how to get rid of it. Bottom
Cheers.
text.
Cheers.
That's not it. I don't know how to get rid of it.
More coffee.
I know how to get rid of it. Just leave it in the room with me for 5 minutes. I have some really good getting rid of techniques.
Whoops, I'm going into the dark.
No, it's not Michelle Smith, ladies and gentlemen. It's really Elizabeth. I just don't know how to change the name or get it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I would
I'm
be
sorry,
honored if someone
Elizabeth.
called me Michelle Smith, but she's wonderful. But
I know.
yeah, my name is Elizabeth.
I know.
Well,
So-
it's
that's
actually
okay, don't worry about
it's actually Wizzy Buff. So
Yeah.
let's get this straight.
That's our nickname for
Let's
it.
get this
But
right.
again, getting back to it, mainstream media, you're missing the juiciest, rating.
The best rating show ever
Best
by
rating-
telling the fucking truth.
Oh my God. And they didn't do it in 2015, 2016. They stayed away from it because guess what? Their overlords are all Trump supporters. The people who own them, the people who own Sinclair, the people who own MSNBC, they're all fucking.
Well, because they're all part of it. They don't want to be busted and exposed for the perverts they are.
But that's why we're here.
Going along with it is freaking up to their neck in it.
Yep.
Notice how what's his
100%.
name? What's his name? The dude from the Inquirer. What's his name again?
Oh,
Pete Pecker.
Yeah, Pecker. Yeah. I was like Peter Pecker picked a pepper. Fucking, I don't know. I couldn't fucking.
He couldn't have a more appropriate
I know.
name,
Look at the
I
tiny
swear to
orange
God.
mushroom, ladies and gentlemen. Tiny orange mushroom. That Wizzy Buff
Tiny
has.
orange mushroom.
she's got it
Look
in-
familiar, Donnie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You haven't seen it in fucking 50 years unless you look in the mirror.
Well, David Pecker did, some damage in the election fraud, hush money trial, whatever. But he didn't really disclose. Why do you think Donald Trump didn't go after him? Because Donald Trump
he's got
knows
a lot more on him.
That's right. Donald Trump knows David Pecker has a lot more in his safe.
Where no matter if they come in and kill him, they're not going to get it. Like they did to Trump's doctor. Taking all his medical records and then he mysteriously dies.
I
interesting
reported
how
that
all these people.
this was Noel
Just
Kassler.
Die.
Noel Kassler talking about the dude was a miscreant, started grooming 12 years old at the rink. He called her the dirty uncle. Let's see. What about more public behavior at Miss USA? How about snorting Adderall? What was it? How about helicopter pilots in 1989 who wound up dead for talking to the feds about his casinos? How about Tony Salerno making sure that the mob boss, concrete still flowed as a Teamster
Yeah, I bet it
strike?
flowed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And giving the mistress the a penthouse. You remember that? And then
Yep.
Has it.
it's in here somewhere. But you
Now,
know,
I heard
this is
that
shit.
at the beauty contests, he would stick his fingers in the girls' mouths
And
like
check their
he was
teeth.
checking their teeth.
That's what Noel told us that.
Yeah.
That's why
yeah.
I love Noel Castler. And you know what? Another person,
I
Donald
know.
Trump, bless you. Another person Donald Trump won't go after because he knows goddamn well Noel's got more goods on him. And Noel broke his NDA, and Trump should have absolutely gone after him, but he didn't.
Yeah, but he didn't because he knows full well that Noel's not going to be afraid to speak. But the thing is that when he had control of the Department of Justice, you see, and he had Bill Barr in there doing his bidding, and he had Bill Barr and his, family all compromised, of course. Everybody, the whole Congress, who do you call when the cops are corrupt?
Exactly.
Well, I think that's what people of color have known for generations.
Right.
Exactly.
I know.
I know firsthand about corrupt cops.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. I do too.
Just saying. I've been done dirty by corrupt police system. And,
Lots of people. Yeah. Oh my God. It's insane. It's insane.
Well, and it's like, with the Supreme Court saying, "Oh yeah, he's got presidential immunity, and it's for Trump, but not for Biden." And I'm like, I'm sorry, Biden's our president right now, and you guys are fucking delusional, and something's got to give here. You can't be so fucking corrupt, and it's so
they can be.
Well, it's something needs to give here, right? You can't have it both ways and keep your democracy intact. There's no fucking way. And now you give it to Biden. How about Biden use some of this to his advantage and say, like what I proposed earlier, the Citizens United in the Fairness Doctrine. If he did that.
Yeah. Listen, Joe needs to take off his gloves and pound every one of these fucking points home.
Well, and he's trying to, get rid of this horrible reputation he just got because, he fucked up for 90 minutes, but he's been doing great for fucking 3.5 years and nobody fucking complained.
He's actually been doing great for 50 years.
Well, that's true, but even,
and nobody said a fucking word because he's doing a good job.
Perfect. I agree with Benny Loco. It's what's happening is not only does cable news and cable generally have enormous impact because they have the package, and they are now selling. Of course, they've got a federal contract because they're piping Fox News into our barracks.
Yep.
Okay.
That shit needs to stop. The only way Fox News gets stopped being piped into our bases is for America to shut their fucking cable off.
I'm serious. You know what? You can
cancel it.
Everything you can get on your phone.
On the internet. It's all on the internet. You could put it on your television from your phone, or you could have a television that is, a smart TV.
Or you can just pay $10 a month for the internet access, and the rest you don't have to worry about. That's a $200 and something a month bill.
Yep.
So I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to add that. I wanted to emphasize that, Miss Diane and Miss Benny Loco, because I agree on that one. I believe that because of the people I'm talking to that are right wing have been following the same news for years.
Yep.
And they are stuck on that particular program. When that program gets twisted, they'll twist right with it.
Yeah.
Why do you think they call it programming?
Yeah.
Now,
really.
In the old days, they don't do this anymore, but in the old days, they used to say, and this is a quote, "And now back to your regularly scheduled program."
I remember that.
So they were telling you what they were doing, and everybody disregarded it.
Yeah. But then again, I also want to add this. That the Jewish contribution to our film industry back during the Hitler era was enormous because they literally effectively used Hollywood to counter the German propaganda. So that was part of the emergence of some of our best Hollywood stuff. So there's a dichotomy, and that's where that fairness doctrine and decency is where, I mean, you can't, there's certain speech that's not protected, and they've been pushing that out of, they've been pushing it away. They've been pushing the idea of decency away, and they've been coming back with this vitriol. And that, again, I just wanted to reinforce that thought. I'll let you continue.
my thought is your favorite show more important than your freedom?
Yeah, really.
When you could watch your favorite show on the internet,
yeah.
Why is America paying $50 billion a year to billionaires? How do you think they got to be billionaires?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Birth of
Diane,
a
thank
Nation,
you. I'm sorry.
Nazi, KKK, scum movie. Yeah, Ichabod. I know exactly where. I studied film in college, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Film. Elizabeth, you're right. When movies came out in the 30s and they were huge, it did help to fight fascism, and because movies were so popular.
Powerful.
And powerful that people donated money. They would take money. Movie stars would get involved with raising money for our troops to defeat Hitler.
For the effort, yep.
And so that's, I think, what we need again is a coalition. But people are so distracted. They're so distracted with everything on the fucking internet and all their fucking TV and all their fucking, kids and their lives and their jobs and their everything.
All those things disappear if Donnie gets into office. So it doesn't fucking matter how distracted they are. Yep. They need to become undistracted. Drop some of your distractions.
Yep. I do have to admit, I had to step away. I stepped away for 4th of July weekend for 4 days. I did not listen to anything. I needed to calm the fuck down and collect my thoughts. And during this time, I've got a barrage of people, texting me things and sending me things, and I really appreciate it. But you know what? I needed a break. I needed a break. And
I spent 4th of July weekend screaming and crying and sharing my snot with all the tissue I could find.
I wanted to do that too, but you know what I did? I did some self-healing, and even though it's not our time to have our boat on the lake, we literally got out there anyway. And so it's just a time to take a deep breath. Don't fucking panic. We got this. There's way more of us than there are of them. They're just loud and obnoxious, and they get all the fucking news coverage. Okay, well, shut off the fucking news, put on Shark Week, and give Shark Week your fucking, look at the sharks on the goddamn screen. Give Shark Week
batteries
your fucking
at your
ratings.
television while the sharks are on.
If you
we should feed him some mushrooms.
Yeah. Cook up some mushrooms. My favorite thing to do is put vermouth in the mushrooms after, while I'm cooking them, and flame them up and make steak Diane. It's my favorite.
Mushrooms flambe.
Mushroom flambe.
There you go.
Just set that shit on fire. Just flambe those fucking creminis.
Oh my God.
I'm so tired of it.
I just have to add this about the whole cable situation. You don't have to, it sucks. I wish if people left cable TV that they would remain gone, but just shutting it off for a month. You call the cable company, you say, listen, until the mainstream media stops lying, I will not continue my service. I'm leaving today. Disconnect me. Thank you. This way, it's up.
Yeah, you're paying them for stuff you don't even like. You're paying for OAN, Fox News, all these networks. Automatically comes out of your cable bill. You don't get to pick It comes in your basic package. So when you pay
That's
for
right.
that basic package, you're paying for all of the garbage. And those companies that are putting the garbage out get paid automatically. They don't even have to appeal to you. They don't have to compete. They don't have to do anything. They're automatically paid as soon as you automatically pay your cable bill.
Yeah.
Isn't that special?
And look, we still
Just
have to
to
pay
say.
for the internet, so our money still goes to them anyway. And that's
$10.
kind of like Tony's just like,
No.
what are you gonna do?
Internet is
You can
not
get
as
internet
expensive
separate from
as cable TV.
And I've
can
got
get internet-
I've got AT&T who put in fucking AT&T put in what do you call them? Fiber optic
optics?
cable in my fucking yard, and I got no say in it whatsoever. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna plant a fucking massive pine tree right there.
They didn't get an easement? They didn't get an easement?
Yeah, they did it within the easement, but I'm just like, it's still kind of very intrusive on our property. I also live on a corner. I live on a
They
corner,
may
so
not-
they hit both sides of me. And they're
Okay,
like,
this is the difference now. What they did in Texas is that they had like Time Warner and Verizon were competing. So Verizon owns the fiber optics. Time Warner owned the rights to sell all the cable product that came from the fiber optics. So one of them owns the infrastructure, the other one owns the programming.
all right. So, and
That's what I have. That's what I have, Peter.
They came to
Roku.
my front door and they said, "Do you want to be in AT&T and all that jazz?" And I was like, "No, not until AT&T stops donating to the Trump campaign."
I was alive
Yeah.
when Ma Bell was one big phone company, and they went fucking nuts because it was becoming a monopoly. So they split it all up and splintered it into a whole bunch of phone companies.
Oligarchs need to stop. It needs to stop.
Yeah.
They've seriously, secretly been doing this for decades, and nobody's been watching. And they're like, "Oh, well, how about this?
They've been watching their favorite programs.
And how about this? We need some like super rich rock and roll stars to start buying up all the fucking radio stations again. And how about, because you are actual billionaires. You're real billionaires, and you don't have to like.
How would they live in their mansions and have all their plastic surgery and being driven around in
Honey,
fucking
I'm not talking about people like that. I'm talking
They can
about
do that 10 times over.
Honey, I'm talking about like Taylor Swift, people who actually give a shit and who are actually real billionaires.
Yes.
They start rebuying up all our fucking radio stations so we can get real music back and
Get
quit
rid of
all
the
the
right
religious radio instead of it's just too much. It's been a bombardment, it's been an attack. Everybody's been asleep and not paying attention to it.
I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake.
But I have to admit that, when I was working and making a lot of money, I had no fucking time for TV. We didn't have cable when I was in Florida. The whole entire time I was in Florida, we didn't have cable. I'm like, what the fuck for? We're never here.
Yeah.
You work all day, I work all night. What the fuck? So we didn't have cable.
You can pay for internet access and cable separately.
Yeah,
you don't have to buy the cable package to get internet access.
The internet,
No, you do not.
The internet in 2004 was not the same like what it is today.
Oh no! But I'm saying for current times.
Yeah.
That back then. Are you kidding me? I'm with you on that, Diane. You had to if you wanted any TV at all or internet, you had to sort of buy into that package. Now they will sell internet separate from cable.
When I lived
and
in
you
Florida,
want to hear something funny? You can still get analog television if you have a set of rabbit ears or an antenna on your house.
Yeah. All I gave a
Not
fuck
for nothing.
about in
It's
Florida
still there.
was the fucking weather station. Because I was terrified of hurricanes. And we went through Hurricane Wilma, which was not that big of a storm. But it was like, tropical storm category 1 right in the middle of that. When it hit in the middle of the night. And Tony worked all day, got the house all situated, and then fell asleep. And I stayed up with the cats and the dog, and we were freaking out until like 8 in the morning when it started to like subside. And seriously, I told Tony, I said, I'll never go through that again. And that was nothing compared to any other storms that we've had recently.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm taking my guitars and the fucking animals, and I'm outie 5,000. Bye, bitch. I'm out.
Right.
I'm like, I'm not gonna go through that again. You want to stay here?
No, but now everybody's got an app now. It's so great that you can get like the Weather Channel on your phone. You can get everything now on your phone. And what you can get on your phone, you can get off the internet. And you don't never have to pay another cable company. It's just paying for that $10 or $20 or whatever they charge you in your local area for that internet access.
You didn't need cable in Florida because you had the local weather stations who were just like, it's going to be a bloodbath. And then nothing would happen. And then I'd be like, oh, it's not going to be anything. And then a fucking catastrophe would fucking happen. So it's just like, you could never, I'm like, I always say, being a weather person is the only job you can be wrong 90% of the fucking time and still keep your fucking job. Like literally, that was.
That's true. I mean, but it's just that, like, I just feel like that was really important to get to. I just felt like I wanted to go back with you guys on that and back up both of you on that idea, because really, if you got control of the media, you got control of the Congress, you got control of all these little pieces. I mean, they've been slowly but surely just getting little bits and pieces here and there, incrementally.
If you got a hold of the media, you got a hold of a whole nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Goebbels knew that. And Goering knew that.
And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. It just loops in my head like a motherfucker.
Right.
I'm like, I jumped cable 13 years ago. I already saw what was coming down the pike. And I was like, I refuse to pay these people to fucking lie to me.
Well, now Biden, now you said to Biden or not to Biden on the thing. I'm done with everybody questioning Biden. We want,
Nobody read the last part, and that is, there is no question.
There is no question.
That's right.
Okay. To Biden or not to Biden, there is no question.
Biden is one of the most competent politicians we've ever had.
Ever.
He has done his job stellarly. And for anybody to diss him because he stutters, and he's 81 years old, and he takes a little longer than somebody who's 71 years old. Give me a fucking break.
78.
He works circles around people half his age.
Yeah. Totally.
Sorry, Trump is 78, honey. Just saying. And
how
about this?
Yeah.
Vive la France! Vive la France! Vive la France and the UK for fighting against fascism. Thank you, people. And now it's our fucking turn to do it here in the States. We are going to not deal with this bullshit. I think the American people are going to stand up and be like, not here. Not on my watch. Because I don't want to face my grandkids who are going to be like, what the fuck did you do? What the fuck did you do when fucking Donald Trump was going, I want to be dictator on day one? Who the fuck says that? And then gets reelected? Who fucking does an insurrection and then gets reelected? The motherfucker shouldn't even be able to run.
He can't get a security clearance.
No.
He can't travel to the countries he would need to travel to as our chief diplomat. That's the job of the president, is to be our chief diplomat. It's not to levy war.
And not only that, it's not to debate. Debate is for elections. And guess what? How do you debate a compulsive fucking liar? Give me an answer to that one. You people who got straight A's in debate school or in debate class. Because I'll tell you what. I don't know how you debate a compulsive liar who just goes bleh and just spews out a bunch of shit. And how do you debate against it? And by the way, you only have 2 minutes.
You don't try and debate against it because you can't prove a negative. You can't prove a negative.
So, Vive la France and the
Vive
UK
la
for, not voting for fascism. I had a lot of other things. I've been trying to figure out a way to compile what I want to take in my notes and put it, instead of having to write everything down. I have 8 books, you guys. Like, it's too much.
Biden
can
chat. Huh?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Donald Trump can deny his affiliation with Project 2025 all he wants to, but his name is in there 300 times. For somebody who's not affiliated with it, why the fuck is your name in there 300 times?
And you're going to tell
you
me,
lying motherfucker.
And you're going to
not
tell
a word
me,
passes your little anal mouth that is a fucking truth. Nothing.
And you're going to
You
tell
got a
me,
mouth like an anus and the shit comes out.
And you're going to tell me, wait, hold on. And you're going to tell me his name is in there that many times and he doesn't know anything about it.
But then he's like, oh, I didn't read it, but some of the things they wrote in there, are pretty good.
Fucking ludicrous.
I'm like, you didn't read it, but you're saying that you like some of the things that are written in there. Give me a fucking break, you lying orange motherfucker.
Oh my God. And so I'm going over to my Twitter because there was a few things I wanted to show you guys. Well, that was awful. And, I think I started here. So, yeah, we already know about recessions when Republicans are in office.
Yes. Every time.
The numbers one is what I was looking for. Oh, here we go. So, if Biden's name appeared in Epstein's flight list once, but Trump's name is in there 69 times. 69. There was something I'm still looking for it, you guys. Sorry.
All right, while you're looking for it, I'm gonna keep listening, but I'm gonna go shake the dew off my lily. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, let's go back to, Trump rapes little girls, steals classified U.S. intel, steals from charities, tries to steal elections, tries to overthrow the government, intimidates and bribes witnesses, launders money, and is a convicted felon. But Biden had one bad debate. Okay. That's what I mean. It's like we've got to make the contrast so blatant.
On a billboard where people are stopped because of the infrastructure projects and they can't click off of it. And they're looking around, they're glancing here and there, and they see the billboard again and the billboard again. And it's got to say it over and over.
I found it. Numbers of time Trump's name appears in the Project 2025, 312. Number of times Trump's name appears in the Jeffrey Epstein flight log, 69. Number of votes tried to get from GA Secretary of State to steal the election, 11,780. Why don't these numbers matter to the media? I love everybody on Twitter has been fucking, and all these people have they're all independent media sources. Rick Wilson,
right.
Sherry Jacobus, Mueller, she wrote, Tara Dublin.
Democracy Now!
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Or what is it?
Real
Occupy Democrats.
Yeah.
Hal Sparks.
Yeah, we've got. Brian. Seriously, we have more truth tellers on independent media like us, and we could name just all the people that you named: Allison Gill, Stephanie Miller, all these people. They are the ones who are telling the truth, and the mainstream media is flat out fucking lying, and we know it. We see it. Your game ain't working anymore. motherfuckers.
They can't.
You're too
We can't
weak.
script this.
Yeah.
We got so
No.
many different people, all these different democratic organizations that are saying the same thing.
Yeah.
We're all and we don't need to script it. We don't need to check our bullshit against other people's, truth.
Yeah. Gretchen Whitmer.
We're telling the truth.
Gretchen
and the truth
Whitmer
is the truth. So
Yeah.
we're not having to even consult necessarily with each other. We all can see what's going on.
Gretchen Whitmer and Ted Lieu both had to come out and say, no, we're back in Biden. We're back. Don't use my name in any of these more lists because I'm not running against Joe Biden. And Ted Lieu was like, yeah, I never said that. I don't know who the fuck said that. But, it spread around social media so fast. And if you guys don't think the Russians and the Chinese and all the other fucking bots are not on this and spreading around like fucking wildfire, you're an idiot. I'm sorry.
They're also padding the numbers of these Tim Pool types.
Oh yeah.
And what's his name? Glenn Beck and all that
I'll be right
those
back.
weird ones, that little Shapiro and whatever, whose testicles haven't dropped.
I want you to know, Ben Shapiro, I want you to know that you can easily buy subscribers for your channel on YouTube, in case y'all didn't know that. So a lot of these channels who have, 1 million subscribers, I'm talking about right-wing channels, they have bought a lot of the bots in their chat, just so you know, so that it looks like they are
More popular.
more popular and more power.
Well, and also, I would also
when you
add
have
to
that information, it's not so they're not so daunting because they're being backed by fucking bots.
I would also add to that, Benny, that like Russian bot farms are going there in droves and just subscribing and donating money, and we've watched it on Hal's show. We've seen
Yep.
it when he goes to a chat and it's like $500, $600, you know what I mean, at a time being donated from, oh yeah, I'm Joe from Ohio, but really you're a Russian fucking bot.
Yep.
It's in crypto and shit.
Exactly. So we need to really just make sure.
Here's
that
our first test of the phone system today.
Oh, good.
Call from Mark P.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, good
lovely.
afternoon, ladies. I thought we've reached the 1 hour mark, so I thought I'd kick off the phone call.
Thank you.
That was a quick hour.
Yeah, it was a quick hour, as always. I was going to say that the incumbent president.
Hold on. Somebody's trying to call in.
He's really quiet too,
Uh-oh.
Diane. I can barely
All
hear
right.
him.
Somebody's trying to call in at the same time, so I'm sorry, whoever you are. I had to hang up. Please call back. Go ahead, Mark. You're kind of clicking in and out.
In and out.
All right, go
Can
ahead.
you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I apologize ahead of time because of my shitty service. My phone tends to go in and out. But no, I was saying that the incumbent person in office has the best chance of election. So all this talk about Biden needs to step down, bullshit. He has the best chance of beating Trump because he has all the tools in place.
100%.
Yep.
And
I mean, he's got shit ready to go for after he wins the election. He's already got his ducks in a row. Him and the people that are working with and around him have done an amazing job in cleaning up the clusterfuck that Donald left in his wake.
Yep.
How many people didn't die of COVID because Joe got in there and fucking did it right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Well said, Mark.
Good question. Yeah. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Come on, it's not even a question.
Yeah.
Not even a question.
While Trump was in office, I was literally starving to death. I went down to 127 pounds. I haven't weighed that much since I was 10 years old.
90
I haven't weighed that much since I was 10 years old.
Wow.
Now that Biden's back, I'm nice and pudgy again.
I swear, Benny and Diane just reported and banned 1 and 2 minutes ago. Wait, what? We've been banned?
Yep.
Just reported. We're banned in 1
What the fuck?
2 minutes.
Shut the front door.
I don't.
That's okay.
Wait, Skull
We're
Soul
still-
Night. This is
We're
Ali
still
Ocean.
on. From what I can see, we're still on.
It says a bot. Ali Ocean and Skull Soul Night is the same thing. So, same person. Sorry. I'm sorry. No, I know. I can't figure out how to get Michelle Smith's name out there. Sorry, what happened? I don't know. It says I hear you.
Yeah, we're still on.
I don't.
I can't hear Mark's when he's talking, though.
I'm here.
Okay,
Can you hear
yeah,
me?
because it's
I've just been quiet.
all right.
No, I can see on the YouTube still. You're still up here, and the Twitch is still up.
Okay, I'm not sure what that meant. So,
But did you get an email or something?
they mean they banned a
Who
bot.
said it?
Oh, they mean they banned a bot. Oh, okay. Somebody, maybe there was a bot in our chat or something, and I didn't see it. I honestly, I have a hard time paying attention to the channel,
I
chat,
can't see
you
the
guys,
chat.
when I'm running everything. It's kind of hard.
Like we're good. We're good. That people in the
Hello,
chat. Can you hear me okay?
Laura Asia.
Yeah. No.
The
Okay,
chat's
so-
still moving. That means we're still on.
Okay. No, that's
Yeah,
good.
we're still up. Let's see. Anyway, I won't take up too much time. Just want to get the phone call started. And my opinion's a little biased, but I think Wizzy should be a regular part of this panel every week. But we'll just leave it there.
Well, we actually wanted to do it like this, but Elizabeth was moving when we started. And
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And so
You can call
She
it
was
the,
nuts deep in getting shit done.
Benny and Diane and Wizzy show, right? That's what we'll call it. Anyway, great.
yes,
great to
I
see
think we
you.
should. I think
Elizabeth?
No.
You again, my biased opinion. You definitely add your brilliance and your to this program. So I will yield my time. And whoever tried to call earlier, you've got the floor. So thank you.
Thank
talk
you,
to you
Mark,
later.
for calling in. Love you, brother.
Bye bye.
Thank
Bye.
you, Mark.
All right, yeah. Sorry, whoever I had to hang up on, call back when you get a chance. So anyway, it's I love looking at all these men in our chat, like Kevin and Carl Smith, and Sinful Solutions. I don't know. Skull Saul 9. You know what I mean? We got a lot of dudes in our chat who are backing us up. Ali Osher. I think Black Dragon is male. I mean, I honestly,
Wait.
I don't want to genderize anybody or whatever, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm just like, I really appreciate all of, Peter and all the men here who actually.
We need all the Peter we can get.
Yes, we need all the Peters that we can get because, we need the Peters on our side. I really appreciate all the support we get from men in these parts.
We want real Peter, not any of this kind of.
Call from Jupiter Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Hey.
Hi, Judy.
I just wanted to say I've been through like 8 hurricanes, so I get it. And as far as Biden goes, all my people that I talk to down here, everyone's like, oh, I'm not watching TV. They're a bunch of idiots.
Yep. That's
So
good.
I'm hopeful it's helping me have that, what does Steph call it, hopium?
Yeah.
Opium, yeah.
Hopium. There's a Hopium channel.
Have a
So,
big
yeah.
old sip of some hopium.
And Diane, I just want to tell you, one time during a hurricane, before we got the new storm windows and doors, our front door was shaking, and my husband went and got a ladder from the garage and we tied it up across the door so that the door couldn't open. And that was our security.
Hey, whatever works in the storm, do it.
I know. Anyway, I'll get off now, let somebody else call, but I really enjoy talking to you guys, and I love your show. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Judy.
calling
We
in, honey.
appreciate
Love
you, honey.
All right, take care.
Thank you for calling.
One of my favorite things is the call-in part of the show, and it gets you guys out there to have a voice. And I know that a lot of you don't have a platform, so here's your platform. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Don't be shy and call in. And
this is why we had the phone option added, because everybody has something to say.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know when that one person's going to say the absolute right thing that sends the proper amount of energy where it needs to go.
We need all the voices together we can get.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We need to be fucking loud.
And stay
I don't have a problem with being loud. See?
I think it's really happening now, except for these pundits on fucking TV who are like, oh yeah, Joe Biden. Oh, how much are you getting paid by the fucking Russians to say that, you fucko? And I have a big problem with that, and I'm not going to sit there and listen to it. Go ahead, Wizzy.
I have a big problem with the fact that they are these wealthy people are that naive to think that Trump wouldn't right now divest them of every dime they have and make their networks into a government TV. It'll be just like our TV.
Let me tell you something. It brings me right back to that family of 7 children and a mother and a father who went to Russia because they didn't like gay people.
Yeah.
Crickets.
They went to Russia and they disappeared because they wanted to know where their money was.
Wonder where that happened.
I wonder who took your money, you fucking gay bashing bastards.
Idiots.
Right.
If you think it's so great, you think it's so great. I remember those t-shirts. I'd rather be a Russian than a Democrat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'd rather be a Russian than a Democrat. Fuck you. Take your fucking Russian loving ass and move to Russia. Like that family did, who've never been heard from again.
Yeah. All these rich motherfuckers around here have got their $1 million houses and their fucking boats, and you think you're gonna get tax cuts for the rich? You're not rich enough for Trump.
You're not a billionaire, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you're not a billionaire, you're not.
Nobody's rich enough for Trump.
Yeah.
There is no end to
his
depravity.
He wants all the money. He wants all of it.
That won't be enough either.
No.
He's a cokehead. He's nothing. You could drive a coke truck, a truck full of cocaine, dump it in his driveway, empty it out, and he'd walk out there and say, "We're gonna run out. I need more.
I need more." Yeah. Yep.
But it's money.
And you can pump all the little girls and all the little boys into fucking Mar-a-Lago you want.
He's gonna want more.
Are you kidding? You want this? You want to give this guy free for all? You want to give this guy free for all?
Putin's stolen 10,000 Ukrainian children. They're all child predators. It's a global freaking operation.
Yep. But no, it's all being done downstairs under a pizza parlor by the Democrats.
You mean Romania? You mean
a pizza parlor that has no basement?
Yeah. So how did the pizza come in there? Oh,
it came into that one dude, Jerry's Pizza in Romania. No, they're the ones that sent the pizza to the dude raping the little girls, the young ladies.
Yep. Yeah. Every accusation is a confession.
I'm so
every
sick of it.
Fucking single one of them.
And that should terrify everybody, considering the things they have tried to accuse us of.
Oof.
What have they been up to?
Yeah,
that's my.
I lose sleep over thinking about the things that they're doing to children, and I'm not lying. I literally have night tremors and wake up crying for what's happening to children because of these motherfuckers.
Yes. Diane? Okay.
Wake up, baby doll.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah.
First of all, it makes me sick. Donald Trump
That's not
is
even an adequate word.
accusing Democrats of setting the baby aside and killing the baby. Now, if they're saying that about us, what the fuck are they actually doing and where actually?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're saying that they're drinking baby adrenochrome, we're eating we're drinking baby milkshakes. That's what they're saying about us.
Yeah, no kidding.
So,
what are they really doing?
what the fuck are they really doing?
Besides just, destroying these children's lives with their sexual deviance.
You have
Mengele?
You have
Mengele?
the you have the Republican Party loaded with pedophiles. You have the Catholic and the Christians and all the fucking, what do you call them? Pastors. Youth pastors. They're all fucking pedophiles. You got fucking these weirdo cops who like, again, who do you fucking call when it's the cops that are preying on you? So it's gotten to the point where if we don't wake up the fuck up and pay the fuck attention,
make a lot more noise about things that are factual.
We got to. We don't have a choice any longer. That's why we're here.
And don't be afraid to say, he's been convicted. He's been convicted in a court of law by a jury of his peers of at least 34 counts, felony counts of rape and of
and $500 million in fraud.
Yes. Say that when anyone asks you about Donald, or when they ask you about Joe Biden and his ability to serve. Well, let me see. Joe Biden slowed down a little bit because he's been working his ass off for this country for 50 years versus a pedophile
who's been living on our fucking tax dollars his entire fucking life.
Yes.
He's never worked a fucking day.
He didn't pay his taxes.
He's living off taxes. He doesn't have to pay them.
Yeah, $500 million.
Yeah. So seriously, get with the fucking program, America.
Yeah, don't worry about Joe Biden. He's fine. He's fine.
That's what it pisses me off, though, is these motherfuckers. It's still 2 weeks later, and we're still hearing the same fucking bullshit story. Get over it. It ain't gonna work. Joe Biden's fucking poll numbers have not gone down. If you look at the right fucking polls,
they've gone up.
Or correct polls, I should say.
Putin has just bombed he literally vaporized the oncology section of the biggest children's hospital in Ukraine. He bombed the biggest children's hospital in Ukraine.
Yep. And Kyiv.
If anybody doesn't think that motherfucker is depraved and that the Trump and the rest of them are not compromised by that son of a bitch, you're out of your mind. You're out of your damn mind.
Yeah. Just to finish, sorry, Allie, just give me a second.
Sorry.
But, it's like, it's seriously, Putin is now bombing children's hospitals in Kyiv. He's escalating it. It's not like it was on the outskirts and on the edge and close to Russia. This is in.
Yeah.
And you were like, I hope Dr. Redlener isn't there. And I was like, oh my God, does anybody know if he's there or not? And you know what I mean?
I still don't know.
Well, that's what I mean. It's just enough. If Putin just left, the war would be over. But he wants
3 wars would be over. 3 wars.
Yeah. Yep.
At least 3 wars. Look at where he's starting the crap in Congo. He's starting the crap in the Middle East. He's got this stuff going on in Ukraine, and he's trying to stir it everywhere else.
Yeah. Allie, What's going on, honey? Thank you for calling in.
Hey guys, all right. I'm trying to use the Bluetooth on the iPhone. Is it any better, or is it the same or worse?
Right,
Sounds fine.
It's a
Sounds
little
fine?
loud, but
Okay,
that's
that's
okay.
cool.
I can keep watching.
Yeah, no. What I was trying to say was it was funny. You guys were talking about bots, and one came right into the chat. It's like, oh my god. Speak of the devil, he just came right out there. So that was pretty funny. So I didn't type that better. But yeah, no, I mean this is silly. I understand, maybe the internet wants this debate or whatever, but it's like, even if you try to go to somebody else.
Uh-oh.
Do you have any idea?
He lost connection, you guys.
How much more popular mainstream media would be if they actually told the truth?
Oh my God.
They would be twice as
ratings,
rich as they are now.
Their ratings would be huge if they actually told the fucking truth. If they told the truth about Donald Trump and all these fucking rape allegations back in the day before when he ran the first fucking time, are you kidding me? They would have made so much fucking money.
Which begs the question.
And wait a minute.
Why would they pass that up?
Hold on. They would have made even more money off his trials. Like the OJ trial.
But what's happened is that he's got something on them. That's the only motivation, because otherwise because they're standing to lose all kinds of money by not being honest. They're not being honest. They're protecting their own asses. By being honest, they could make all that money, and they fucking well know it. They're afraid of being freaking exposed for the pigs they are. And that is what's got...
I'm sorry, Donnie is the dirtiest pool player that ever fucking, walked the face of the earth.
So I was kind of adding...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his ability to get dirt on people is really easy. It's really easy to set somebody up.
Diane, don't you think?
That's, any Republican. What's the matter? Oh, for fuck's sake. Tony just walked in and took away the Michelle Smith sign because I didn't know how to do it.
Thank you, Tony.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth.
Did he show you how though?
It doesn't say. It just says special guests.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank
I
you,
feel so special.
Tony. Thank you for that, my love. No, he just got off work. He didn't say a word. He just walked in and goes bloop. He must have been listening.
Of course he did, Blue Tomato.
Anyway,
there's no doubt in my mind because Jeffrey was ready to talk.
Oh my God, you think so?
So was Ivana.
Oh yeah.
They were ready to talk.
Yep.
His doctor was ready to talk.
Scalia objected to the whole thing.
Now, how is Ghislaine still alive is beyond me, because I expected that next. Real quick.
Well, don't be too sure.
Her little black book didn't come out yet, did it?
Is that on the 15th?
You know what she said? She said she's going to release...
That was the Epstein files. That wasn't Ghislaine, I call her. That wasn't her personal account. She has her own...
Yeah, she said if Trump gets back in, she's going to release everything she knows. Well, by then, it's too late, bitch. Do it now. Mm-hmm. We were saying that, I don't know, I think it was on a Zoom. I don't think we ever said it live on a show. But if she really's got the goods, do it now. What are you waiting for?
She's unrepentant. And also she's a member of it is a global, and they do service kings and oligarchs. It's a global, some people will sell their children into prostitution. And I was reading about this woman, this Belgian woman, whose mother actually set her up to go into this sort of thing as a young girl. And she was groomed as a young girl to go back and forth to this man's house. And eventually, once she got to a certain age, they pimped her out like regularly, and
my
all
God.
over Europe, all over the world.
God,
And this is a thing that's well in practice, long in practice. And Ghislaine Maxwell's father was one of these guys that does this.
Ghislaine Maxwell's father was like the Rupert Murdoch of UK, and started like the or like the David Pecker ish of the UK. He started like that. What do you call it? Like a rag. You know what I mean? It
A rag, right?
It wasn't really a newspaper. You know what I mean? It was just a fucking gossip rag, and so but he got a lot of money, and he was close to the Queen, and there's videos of him walking with the Queen, and
Prince
I think
Andrew
it's because she was
is
trying
compromised.
I think that she was trying to keep, shit from coming out, and also, okay, you can be on video with me walking with the Queen, which gives him a lot of prestige, but it backfired and gave him a lot of clout and made sure that it made his newspaper popular. Just like, I mean, how many times, raise your hand in the fucking chat, how many times you've been at a grocery store line and you saw the National Enquirer? How many times? Forever. I remember growing up and seeing aliens on the cover, and Hillary Clinton's gonna die, and because she got the flu. They're doing the same fucking. It's the same fucking playbook. That's the other thing.
It's a hit job.
Same fucking playbook.
Well, a hit job.
Yep,
Same
a hit piece.
Yep.
A hit piece, yeah.
Catch and kill stories too that would go against all the people. All the Republicans. Matt Gaetz, why the fuck is he still around? Now the Republicans are going after him. Well, that's great, but day late, dollar short, motherfucker. He should have been out on his ass 2 seconds ago. But you guys don't care.
Who else has got a lot to still tell is Hawthorne, because he was the first one to mention the cocaine parties and orgies and fucking bullshit that they were up to.
Oh, they paid him off to shut the fuck up. I guarantee his fucking net worth went up.
Of course it did. He was allowed to rear-end a state trooper without getting a ticket. Are you fucking kidding me?
I thought you meant really rear-end a state trooper.
I mean in a car.
I know.
I don't think he does too much rear-ending. I think he's dead from the hips down.
I don't know. There was that video of him and the cousin, and that's the other thing, too, is they're all repressed homosexuals. I'm sorry.
Great choice of words.
If Adam was in here, he would be like, yeah. I asked Adam, I'm like, does your gaydar go off when you see Mike Johnson? And he's like, oh, yeah. It's like, it goes right to red.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Pretty Boy Mike Johnson, who's just got every single hair in place. Mr. Primp and Preen. Yeah. He does a lot of that primping stuff to be heterosexual. I mean, I know a lot of gay people, and they go out and they're looking their fucking finest. Every hair is in place. You know what I'm saying? That's the same. Yeah,
I love that Johnson commercial that those guys made. That we'll marry your girlfriend.
Yeah. Can we show that? That's fucking brilliant.
I love that one. Y'all let you guys figure that part out.
Yeah.
We'll marry your girlfriend.
You guys, it's all these gay guys, and they're like, you know what? We got the ultimate revenge. We'll just marry your girlfriend.
Yeah.
We'll be perfect housemates. We keep clean. We're nice and tidy. Mm-hmm. You don't have to yell at us about anything because we got this shit.
Yeah.
Who hasn't face humped a cousin or two? George, Gen X George.
Yeah.
Who hasn't face humped a cousin or two?
What did he say?
Yeah.
Who hasn't face humped a cousin or two?
I'm not fake. I can't fake.
Yeah, now.
I'll
now.
never. I can't.
Not me.
I
Face up.
I have very few cousins, and I have not been. We never were. Did family stuff like aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff like that. Because my father was a raging alcoholic and nobody wanted to come around. So it was a good thing for them. So, consequently, the opportunity to hump a cousin was never there.
My mom from Arkansas, but we ain't cousin buggers.
Fuck.
Oh my God. To even have to say that is like, I don't even know. So yeah, let's see.
George.
You, God, I just get, oh God. It just flashed. I just know.
I have one boy cousin and he's gay.
I have a whole bunch of boy cousins, and there's like one that sort of is like nice kind of looking, but ew. I mean, handsome is like whatever. He's handsome, but that's the worst. I mean, that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I just can't
quick?
even imagine.
How
No,
quick?
none of them.
Yeah, no.
As soon
Oh my God.
as
Now I can't
Oh
get the damn
God.
image out of my mind.
But
Let me
Rudy
bring
loves
it-
it.
Can I bring it back on the rails, ladies? I need to bring it back on the rails, okay?
Rudy loves his cousin so much he married her.
That explains his son. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No doubt. Oh,
Yes.
he's
Good
just
Lord.
grotesque.
It's true. Oh my God. To bring it back on the rails, I was just thinking, how fast did they kick out fucking Cawthorn? Right?
Boom.
It was so quick. It was quicker than we got rid of fucking Al
Menendez.
Al whatchamacallit?
Al Franken.
Al Franken for the picture.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then they had what's his fucking head hanging around. And I was, what the fuck is his name?
Santos?
DeSantos. Yes, Santos. Yeah.
Or no, wait.
And,
Phil.
yeah.
Phil in blank.
Santos.
Phil in blank.
Santos. That guy.
Yeah.
And, they took forever to get rid of him, but he didn't say anything about cocaine and orgy parties either. Cawthorn said cocaine and orgy parties, and he was gone inside a week.
Yep. Yeah, he was gone really
However,
quick.
he's got immunity from any law he ever breaks now, just so that he'll never mention it again.
And he
Like
probably
he's
took
allowed-
He probably took
Somebody Google his net worth before he got kicked out, and then his net worth after he's got kicked out. I wonder if it's just quadrupled by any fucking chance.
I'm sure.
Just asking.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Silence can be bought, unfortunately. Silence for evil.
Well, they're also like passing laws to prevent the law enforcement from pursuing these people who are committing crimes against our children, against our family structures, against us. Really, they're robbing us blind. They're robbing us blind. They're making us unable to fight them. Then they've got all the ducats in their little pile. They got the big pile. We got the little one. And so they're going to use all them ducats the best way they can. And the best way they can is to capture the media and capture the courts. And it's exactly what they've been doing.
Yeah.
But Elizabeth, Joe had a bad night.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, gosh.
He
it's
answered
too
all
bad.
the questions correctly.
I wonder if their felon pervert had a bad night once in a while.
I think he has a bad night every night. He sits on the fucking toilet with his fucking social media platform crying and lying and trying my nerves.
Anybody want a fuck your felon t-shirt?
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck your felon.
Fuck your felon. Fuck your
Good
felon
ones.
45. Put it out there. Fuck your felon 45.
Yeah.
You know, if you take the 4 and the 5, they actually make a swastika. So
Yep.
does 25. Really kind of
Yep.
almost like a backwards one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way that they're just weird. These are just weird freaking people. I don't know what the hell.
They're not weird. They're fucking deranged and they're
Yes.
mentally broken.
Yeah.
Mentally fucking broken. Because they don't want anything that's good. They want everything that's evil. So in my book, they're fucking broken.
They've no clue
digits.
that they've been brainwashed by a con man. Brainwashed by a con man. All of them.
Okay, I'm not a religious person. I would just urge people to look in 2 Timothy chapter 3. Read the first few little passages, you know, the first string of them. And you'll have a description of Donald Trump. Read chapter 4, the first few passages of that, and you'll see exactly what we need to do about it. And that means these people aren't going to be listening to the truth. They're going to be haters of everything that is good. And then in chapter 4, it says we're supposed to rebuke them with all long suffering. We're supposed to do this, what we're doing. Everybody in this chat that watches this channel really does need to get out there and press the flesh, as Benny Loco would say. And as Diane said, don't be afraid to speak out the truth. Because the truth of the matter is the man's a freaking criminal against the United States. He has no business near any public trust, period.
Fear is not an option.
Yeah,
I went through the drive-through the other day to grab my baby a sandwich. And the young girl who waited on me at the window, she couldn't have been 18, 19 years old. And I asked her, "Are you registered to vote?" She says, "I think I am." I said, "Well, you have to make sure you're registered to vote." I said, "Have you read anything about Project 2025 or Project 47? She's like, "Well, I'm just starting to hear stuff about that on social media." And I said, "Well, let me tell you something, honey. If you value your rights, you want to wear what you want to wear, love who you want to love, be who you want to be, you better register to vote, and you should register to vote and vote for Joe Biden. Because Donald Trump doesn't want you to be who you are."
In the vegetable aisle at Target. Yes, in the vegetable aisle at Target. In the drive-through at what you said, where was it?
Doesn't matter where you are. Any moment you get to talk to a person face to face, real quick for a couple minutes, it don't take long to plant a seed.
Just to plant a seed. I hope you're voting for Biden. See if they argue with you. I mean, the veterans, I found out that if you're homeless, by the way, I meant to say this the other day and I don't know if I did. May I?
Go for it. If
you're homeless and you don't have a place to list on your voter registration, you cannot, in California, now you might want to check in fact, not might, you do, in fact, want to check your specific state's laws. But if you're a homeless in the United States, that does not mean you do not get to vote. It means that you need, when you're registering to vote, you need an address to give voter registrar. Okay. If you are homeless, of course, obviously you don't have a home. So the post office, you can go to your local post office. You can get a P.O. box. It has to, in most places, it has to be approved by the postmaster, but you can get a free post office box. And you can also use your local homeless services agency as your return address on your voter registration. So check your state specific. And if anybody in here is homeless, that's what I want the people in here. But please take that out as you go out to the public. And if you run across homeless people, they vote too. If they're not felons, if they're not, a lot of them are actually 30% are veterans, y'all. 30% of our homeless population are disabled veterans.
Yep.
Think about that. So
I'm sorry. They want to start ripping rights and medical benefits away from veterans, and they want to cancel the PACT Act.
Oh, they want to shut everything down. But so I just wanted to put that for anybody who is. I've been going over there to the homeless shelter. I also want to suggest that you check out your local VFW and talk with veterans and explain to them where your position is. Listen to them though first. You know what I mean? Go and ask them what they think first. And then once they've told you what they think, they feel like they've been heard. Then you can always come back and tell them where you think that there needs to be a change. Okay, that's my suggestion. Thank you guys for letting me have that second.
Squeaky wheels get grease.
Yeah.
The wheels that aren't oiled fall the fuck off.
I can't read the chat. I wish I can.
I
That's
know.
right.
I'm just
Be a
trying
squeaky
to
wheel.
see this.
Be a fucking squeaky wheel.
Politico article from Ali Osher. Preserve America will begin airing commercials later this month, timed to coincide with the start of the Summer Olympics, which is expected to draw massive viewership, according to a person with direct knowledge of plans who was granted anonymity to discuss the matter. The ads, which will run through Labor Day, will air in 3 Rust Belt battleground states: Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Thank you, Ali Osher. Thank you, honey.
Excellent.
You know what? And I gotta tell you guys, when I was taking my 4 days off and I turned on the TV to watch a different station besides the news, I was getting Biden ads. And I was like, woohoo! Yeah, bitch. You keep pumping it. And I haven't seen one, not one, motherfucking Trump ad. Not one. He doesn't have the money.
If you could donate to a Biden campaign, please do so.
Yeah,
he needs all the help that we can give him. Because
every time I see it,
I'm
like,
got a couple people in the ranks who,
Miss Spinny Loco. He's paying all that money on his legal fees. He's not. They don't have money for ads.
I know. He only hires the best lawyers.
Bob and Haba Taco penis.
Yeah. Slobba Naba on the Haba Baba.
Bless you.
She's fucking repulsive.
No, it's so ridiculous. And I'm like, every time we see one, Tony and I are like, yes. Oh, it's so cool. And we're only getting, his ones, and they are brutal. What was the other one the other day? It was, do you remember what it was about? Holy shit, it was fucking brutal, though. And, what's that? Okay. Well,
I think they're posted on Biden's site, on his YouTube channel.
I can't remember.
And not only, I know, and he dropped like fucking 8 or 9 commercials in one day.
Yeah.
I follow President Biden's YouTube channel because I myself am an avid YouTuber, and I've loved YouTube ever since I joined it, and I've been threatened with my life by other YouTubers, but I'm still fucking here. Okay, so it's like,
we're not going anywhere.
This is action television, baby.
We're not going anywhere. You try to shut us up. Try it.
Yeah.
Just try.
Yeah.
Just fucking try.
And I just gotta give it up. No, I just gotta give it up because I just feel like, Biden is doing such a great job, and he has been for a long, long time. But his presidency has been epic, and
stellar.
Even if you try to push what he's done, it doesn't really work. It goes in one ear and out the other. I think instead of pushing, everybody's like, push what Biden's done. No. You got to push what Trump has
Push
done.
what Trump's done.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. Do the opposite.
That's exactly fucking
this
right.
motherfucking pedophile cannot get back in the fucking White House.
If you're an average American in the know, you know the things that Biden has accomplished. Okay? Like all of us here. All of us in all the other chats that I go to.
Yeah.
And some of those chats have 20, 30, 50,000 people in them.
They
You
have
know
a
what I'm saying?
they have a pedophile, rapist, tax fraud representing their party's values.
Yeah.
And wait a minute.
You know,
being $500 million in debt is a national security risk.
Security
period.
threat. Yes, it is.
No fucking doubt. Because there's so many billionaires who are out there who can buy him easily.
It's called compromise. He's compromised.
He's been bought since the
is.
late 70s, early 80s. Literally been bought and paid for by those motherfuckers.
By the Russians.
Yeah.
By the Russians. By the Russians.
They gave him a few wives.
You've got to watch The Dubious Friends of Donald Trump, everybody, because it is explosive as to how everything he did was, and Rudy was included in this, was clear the Italian mob out and move the fucking Russian mob in. I was there. I lived through that era. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New Jersey, which happens to be very, very close to New York. You know? And so, you know. When you know, you know. And I knew. And I'm glad it's a Dutch documentary company that made this, not an American one, a Dutch one. So they're seeing it right, you know, from the outside looking in, a good perspective.
Yeah,
think of the women fighting in Ukraine. They are some of the most incredible snipers, the most incredible soldiers and medics and everything. The women have played a part in history for all of history, or we wouldn't have one. We need to actually, women need to really, we need to slap these men into shape.
Yes, we do. And I'll be the first one to step up in line and start fucking slapping.
And that's not speaking of the men in this chat.
No,
you guys are
of
here
course
with
not.
us.
Yeah.
Of course not. You guys are all just freaking bomb. Yeah.
Just slapping the people who are not awake.
But we need the men to talk to other men too, because I don't think these men want other men deciding for their daughters, their sisters, their wives, even their mothers, if it happens to be.
Yeah. Any woman in their life.
Yes.
Enough is enough. We're not going back. I think it's pretty freaking clear that we're not going back. And I feel like there's going to be a massive blue wave. All right, what the hell happened?
Where did our Wizzy
Call
go?
from Kathy Zinn. To accept, press
There you are.
Hi, Kath.
I had to step out.
Hi, Diane. Hi, Benny. Hi, Elizabeth. You guys are doing a great job today.
Thank
and
you.
I just wanted to say I am very proudly married to a husband who says to me, no man should tell another woman what to do with her uterus.
That's
when
right.
he sees, like, they take those pictures of, you know, oh, the G.O.P. had a conference today on women's reproductive rights, and it's all white men sitting at the table, and my husband is so he's like, what the hell? Where's the win? He said, why do men keep trying to tell women what to do with their private parts? I don't understand.
Neither do I.
You know, he feels like it is none of his business. He's like, if a woman is pregnant, and that's what drives him nuts. He said, if a woman is pregnant and she goes to her doctor and gets told that pregnancy is not viable, and is giving, and should be able to give her options. She said, what the hell is the state doing in that conversation? He said, I don't understand. And I'm the same way. It's like,
I think that moral majority of the 80s and 90s has convinced people that these social issues, that these personal issues are somehow public because of the health, because they didn't want to pay for abortions. Well, I don't want to pay for their blue pills either. Sorry to interrupt.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's just it. And I loved it was, it was Wendy in Texas that proposed the bill that, okay, fine, you want to ban birth control? She proposed banning Viagra.
Yeah.
And boy, did they
I've been
shoot that
screaming
down
that
right
for
away.
fucking years,
Yeah.
like 2 years now.
Yeah, and it's like, sorry, but if you're going to take the pill to get a stiffy, then you should pay the penalty if you make the woman pregnant. Sorry. Bunch of bullshit.
It's such bullshit.
It's bullshit.
The man has to be punished.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
The woman must
that's the
be
whole-
punished. Donald Trump.
Oh my God, that reverberates in my head too. Is him saying the woman must be the woman? Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That it makes me want to pull all the skin off my face and show you the alien under here.
Jesus.
Oh, me too, Benny. I
not
know
going
you're
my
going.
true inner being.
And the thing
I can't find a
is, you can
replacement
just tell.
flux capacitor, and I can't get off this fucking
Capacitor.
rock.
And the thing is, you can just tell he said that off the top of his head.
Yeah,
He has no
Yeah.
thought. It's not like he's given this a lot of thought. Well, I've spoken with my spiritual. No, it's not that.
Yeah, no.
It's like, oh, I'm going to say this.
his spiritual advisor is a pedophile. Fuck.
Everyone around him's a pedophile. Oh, God.
That's a disgusting part, Kath. And you know what? It brings me back to reading the legal document when he would not wear a condom when he was raping the 12-year-old, and he just threw money at her and said, "Get a fucking
Get an
abortion."
abortion. Yeah.
That was
Yes.
fuck you.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
now it's really disgusting.
Talk about a puking emoji. It's like, oh my God.
He's-
and the whole thing
he's
is,
a monster.
Now that
He's
this has
a
come out,
monster.
why do we,
He is invading our children.
Yeah.
And the whole reason we believe her now is because of Stormy had the same thing. She was telling Rachel Maddow that on the porn sets, condoms are required. A condom is required on every porn set. So when she said to him, I want you to use a condom, he refused. So the fact that this 13-year-old girl is saying he didn't even want to use a condom with me, it's like, this is consistent with
It's
every
corroboration.
story we've heard about him.
He's a serial rapist.
Yes, he is. He's a sexual predator,
Yes.
is what he is.
Let
Has
them
been
run.
his
Let them
whole life.
defend him. Every time a reporter talks to Donald Trump any longer, it should be, "Are you a rapist? How many little girls did you rape with Jeffrey Epstein?" I want it consistent and non-fucking stop. Fuck you.
Ask the real
Quit
questions,
letting him get away with this
mainstream media.
I know.
Leave
And it
fucking
should have
Joe
been-
alone. He's doing his fucking job.
Kathleen,
You're not,
right.
though.
Exactly. And Diane,
Yeah.
they should have been asking that in 2015.
Fuck
they knew
yeah.
about it.
Fuck yeah, they should.
Because
And
they
they
did
ignored
know.
it.
Because
They
the
ignored
papers
it.
were filed in which court system.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
know.
just
but,
thinking Rusty
it's
Fishhook,
great 'cause
scrotum.
John Pavlich just put on Twitter, if you ask me about how I feel about Joe Biden's age, my answer to you is, what about all the underage girls that Donald Trump raped?
What about their
And
age?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about their age? Good question.
Yeah,
Good,
I'm more concerned
Kathy.
about.
That was
Yeah, that's
freaking
how
awesome.
he put it. I'm more concerned
Fucking
about
love
the
that.
age of the girls that Donald Trump raped.
Write that down, Diane. Write that down.
Worry about Biden's age? How about
Yeah.
the age of the little girls that Trump's raped? Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll find the
But
meme.
fucking Zynga, mainstream media, do some fucking bazingas on this motherfucker.
Kathy, you got me and Benny Loco all going now.
Well, that's why is not everybody?
These
as
are our
pissed
children.
off as Benny Loco
These are our
is
fucking
right now?
children. And I'm a mother bear, and I will kill a motherfucker if they mess with my children.
Why is not every single person who's come across this report, why are they not as enraged as Benny Loco is right now?
That's
I don't
what
know.
mean.
Give me a break.
Because they don't care. That's why they're making money.
They're
and that's all
overlords.
they fucking care. That's their care. Is their money, their posh fucking life. You know, the devil don't fucking give a care. Fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to have to pay. It's not going to cost them anything unless we take them down by shutting off cable. Then it'll cost them plenty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then maybe
It's
they'll
that whole-
start
it's-
fucking changing their tune if their salary gets cut in half.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's that whole Les
Ivanka
Moonves
was a
quote
minor.
When Les Moonves said, when he was running CBS, and he said, well, you know, Trump isn't good for the country, but he's great for ratings. And that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah,
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. They're not in this to fucking be truthful and tell news. They are in this to make fucking money. And they collect $50 billion a year from Americans who don't fucking know where that money is going. They have no idea whatsoever.
Peter Chancel says Ivanka was a minor and Trump was a sexually aggressive in 1989, and I totally agree with that. And it's really disgusting when he said that all we have in common is sex. That's fucking pedophile. Yeah. And you're gonna tell me he didn't take advantage of his daughter?
Yeah,
that's
or
why
even
she's dead.
Even his sons.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can see in her eyes that she's dead.
Yeah,
he killed that little baby that was born. She's gone. She's never to see light of day.
Brenda says,
again.
"Give me 24
and that's
hours."
what he's done to all these other little girls and boys.
Yeah, she's a shell.
Ruined and changed their
nothing
life
left
and who
inside
they
of
could
her.
be forever.
I know.
That's why
He's ruined her. Bad enough you ruin your own daughter's life, and you got to ruin all these other little kids and their. I mean, God,
think
it's
about
so
the
disgusting.
thousands of girls who have gone through that
modeling school or the pageants or whatever.
And not only that, I mean, even the Catholic Church, it's been a long time problem.
Yep.
It's never ending, and it's always pushed under the rug, swept, cover up. You know, I don't think any of us know anyone who's not been sexually or
well, no, now
physically
check
abused.
this out though. There's actually instructions for people if your child is afraid or something. Don't go to a white man, go to a black man, because black men can be trusted much more than white men in terms of raping children. That makes me sick.
Yeah,
I think that white men have that sense of entitlement.
Of course they do.
And they've decided that they're entitled somehow to these little girls. Black men have way
and they're trying
lower
they're trying to lower the age for marriage so you can marry a 12-year-old. What the hell? 12-year-olds, those are girls. Those aren't women. They're not fully developed yet. Oh my God!
And I hate this forced intercourse. It's called rape.
Yes.
Use the fucking word. Don't be like, oh, he doesn't lie. It's not rape. It's just forced intercourse. What the fuck does that mean?
You see,
fucking
that's their
assholes?
alternative truth.
Alternative facts.
Exactly.
Alternative
and I have
facts.
a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I have a
They're
girlfriend right now who's
fucking
fighting
Twilight
for,
Zone,
Yeah.
fucking burning in hell existence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kath,
Yeah.
thank you so
But
much for calling in. I really appreciate it, honey.
Oh, you're welcome. I just wanted to say really quick that I have a girlfriend who's fighting for custody of her son right now from this incel guy that she married. And when he beat her up, she went to her pastor to talk to him about it. And her white male pastor
backing
said
him
to
up.
her, well, honey, you must have done something for him to be so upset to do that.
Oh,
to you.
for
Yep,
fuck's sake.
exactly.
Well,
Yes.
you got to get her
But
out
thanks
of that
so-
call.
I know. Yeah, she's
Kathy-
divorced from him. She's just trying to get custody of her son.
Right,
But
yeah.
it's just, but she's an atheist now. It's like, of course she is.
The
Don't
rot
blame you.
is deep,
But anyway,
ladies and
ladies-
gentlemen. The rot is
Kathy,
very
thank you
deep.
so much for calling in. I
Thank
really
you,
appreciate
Kathy.
it. Love you.
Thank you, ladies. Love all of you. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, honey.
Bye-bye,
Thank you.
honey.
Bye.
Thanks for calling.
It's
I still think
heartbreaking.
Rusty Fish hook to the scrotum. Drag him through the street with it.
Please, I can't even say the things out of my mouth that I visualize in my head because they'd start playing that song, They're Coming to Take Me Away.
It's,
They're coming to take me away. Oh, hey, oh.
It's brutal
no,
what's
but-
going on. We all know it. We have to discuss it. We cannot ignore it. You know?
Yeah, we do have to. It has to be. We have to discuss it. We have to be comfortable with going out there and saying this to people because it really is.
Yeah.
It's absurd. But we have to be
It's-
comfortable with going out and repeating this over and over like a Chinese water torture.
Well, I keep debating on whether I should read this out loud. Because
Oh my God, I don't know if I can handle it. It has to do with children because I'm already choking up so hard on this because of that.
Okay, well, let me share this. Because maybe this will just cheer everybody up just a little bit.
Good.
Um,
Then it's something funny, something good.
What?
You gotta share audio.
Oh, I gotta.
I'm going for
It's
good.
no audio. It's just pictures. Can I? How do I
Tell me
get this bigger?
something good.
Okay.
Tell me,
So
tell me.
here you go.
That's
These are all pictures. This is Marie Le Pen losing. You can't see it? Who can't see it? Oh, Benny and Elizabeth can't see it. Okay.
you know.
Share. Okay. Can you guys see it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is Marie Le Pen.
Aw.
And
Darn.
then you've got her.
Oh.
Well, her, watch as her douchebag father had to get on the helicopter and finally leave the White House. You got Mitch McConnell upon hearing
Seen
that
here
poor
watching-
children
yeah,
were
seen
getting
here
some
watching-
food.
Good.
You got
You're
Clarence
monsters.
Thomas just thinking about the IRS.
Oh
They're
yeah.
all
You got
monsters.
Samuel Witch Hunter Alito after hearing that will that will not in fact be burning people at the stake. That's literally what it says. Paul Ryan is sad that you all look at Social Security disability. He tried so hard.
Eddie
and
Munster?
it's just not fair. Don't cry. All this hideous makeup I put on with a towel.
Mr.
Will
Potato
run-
Head.
Oh my God, goody goo goo. Yeah.
Well, begging didn't work. Maybe I should try tears. And then you get
Holy
this
shit.
asshole. Shit.
Oh.
I've got like less than a decade left on this fossil fuels thing, and when the money dries up, they're gonna something
Yeah, we
dumb
are.
like it's probably like, Khashoggi me. Because I don't know. Gaddafi,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Gaddafi me.
Oh, the twat stick is next, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
here you go, Marjorie Taylor Greene, wondering how good
Marjorie
the prison gym
Twatsticka
system is.
Green.
Yep.
She wants to know how good the prison system is. Just FYI.
I'll bet you she has a swastika tattoo
That's-
somewhere on her
And
body.
that's a little twit sticker.
Yeah, twist.
We got twat sticker and twit sticker.
She literally jerked off my co-partner on HBL Radio Nation's first cousin. That's the dude that she jerked
Brian's first
off
cousin.
in the Beetlejuice. He's like, yeah, that's my first cousin. I'm so embarrassed, and we totally busted his balls. And it says, and her BFF Bober contemplating whether she had, she has to go back to hooking after the next election.
She's going back to barbecuing.
Matt Gay is also
see how many
wondering
more
about
people she
prison
can poison.
gyms and hooking.
Oh, now here's the. Okay, here we go. Where's my thing? I've got to just do this for that.
Jesus Christ, I can't even stand me.
Oh my God. First thing this fucking woman said when she got up there for old Donnie Boy was, I'm not going to lie to the American people. If anybody recalls that, it's on film. She did that. She said that.
Unbelievable.
And hasn't stopped lying since.
Mm-mm. None of them have.
I'm so glad her husband kicked her to the fucking curb.
Yeah, Stephen Miller
And is
crying
doing,
like a little bitch
is
because
doing
he's not allowed
everything
to
he
set up
can to be
concentration
heard
camps
as
anymore.
well.
Oh my God, this is so funny. Stephen Miller crying like a little bitch because he's not allowed to set up concentration camps anymore. Wondering if maybe there was no point to any of this. Not enough
Fat
box
boy.
wine in the world. Dead inside. Dead outside.
And
so
inside.
incredibly fucked.
Yeah.
We are so incredibly fucked.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I just had to have some fun there, you guys. I'm sorry.
I hope you're having fun in the joint, Steve. That's all I can say about that. That was brilliant.
I have to stop the share. Okay.
These are the people who, in my vision, are being marched out in handcuffs. Just a few of them. But in my vision, in my faraway eye, that's what I see. Is yeah. And I believe that Biden has the power to literally just remove some of these people without having to go through a whole bunch of hubbub. I'm just saying.
No, I just dead outside. Yeah, I just wanted you guys to have a little bit of fun because, it's been really harsh. And we've been taking a lot of hits, but at the same time, it's like we're not giving up. Just like Biden says, you get knocked down, you get back up. Fuck you.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Good old Chumbawamba song.
That's the
Good
other
for
thing.
what ails you.
It kind of reminds me of this. When we were kids, and we actually rode bikes with no helmets and no knee pads and no nothing, okay? Yeah. And when you fell off your bike and you skid your knee and you really got road rash and stuff, you were like, okay.
Got up and you rode your bike home. If it was rideable, if you didn't,
blood
you
coming
pushed
down my
it
knee.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, blood coming down my knee.
Yeah. How many times have you done that as a kid? Like, I don't know, like maybe half a dozen times for me.
10.
And it's like you learn your lesson. Okay, don't try to jump a curb that high, or don't. Don't go full
Don't
blast
try to
into
build
the
a ramp
gravel.
with that.
Take it slow.
Don't slam the
around
front brakes only on an English racer.
Yeah, there you go.
Lessons the hard way. But those are the ones that you remember, and those are the ones that save your ass for the rest of your life.
That's what I want to put towards Democrats right now. Put all this shit in perspective. Since Nixon and Reagan and the Bush fucking years and Trump and all the fuckery. It's been fuckery for 50 fucking years. Wake the fuck up. This is it.
Petrazi, I split my big toe in half like that on a tetherball we had, but it got hit by lightning, if you believe
all right,
that.
I'm talking about democracy, and you're talking about splitting your toe, and I'm going to barf.
So it was the jagged post hanging out there, and I went running across the yard and yammed right into it. That was the very first time I got high. I was like, I was probably 10 or 11 years old. And my sister was supposed to be babysitting us. She was in the barn. She was in the barn smoking hash. And I thought I heard her call me. Mind you, this is the haunted house that I grew up in. And I swear I heard her calling me out to the barn. So I went hauling ass out to the barn to see what she wanted, so she knew I wasn't in trouble. And I fucking split it right in fucking half. Listen, she came out and she saved me. She brought me, she picked me up, she carried me into the house, brought me right to the bathtub, cleaned it out, poured hydrogen peroxide on it, then put some iodine on it, then wrapped the fuck out of it. She picked me up after doing all that, put me on her bed. She was the only one in the house who had her own room. And she had the black lights and the black light posters, you know, the typical teenage hippie 70s room. And she said, I'm going to let you smoke this hash, but you can't tell Mom and Dad. Don't tell them that I let you smoke hash. But this is going to help your toe from stop hurting. And it did. And she put the Allman Brothers on and just, you know, got me high as fuck. And I just, you know.
That's the way.
I fell asleep. I woke up. My toe was pounding like a son of a bitch, but I kept my mouth shut. And I told my parents that I was just running around and I hit the thing. I didn't tell them the whole story, of course. Mum's the word, Deb. Mum's the word. I didn't want to tell her my sister Debbie.
Elizabeth and I have so much to say, and like we are just holding our tongues right now because if it was the other way around, my sister would have immediately told on me. But just that, I'm just saying.
Well, my sister was 7 years older than me.
Because you know, we're gonna.
There was quite a difference in age, and she was trying to do the best she could, and I think she did. I still had my toe after that. It healed beautifully.
That's good.
I don't even think there was a scar, and my toenail grew right. Now, after like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, I snapped my toe off. You know, I broke it and snapped it off. It was horrendous. I did it myself.
Benny,
I stepped on my own toe.
I'm gonna fucking
with
barf.
the foot that it was on.
Benny, I'm gonna barf. Stop.
Same toe. Same fucking toe.
Everybody's gonna now is talking about all their ailments in the chat, and I'm gonna fucking start throwing up.
But listen. The first thing I thought of when it happened was, I need a dab. I need a dab right fucking now. I need a dab, and I did. I took 3 dabs, and I got my head together, and I walked out to the bus where we had the bus parked in the yard at that time, and they were all partying out there. And I walk all the way to the bus.
Benny and the toe.
The blood is spraying like you know, all over the place, on the walls, down.
Enough.
All from
It was
Mark B.
brilliant.
Oh my God.
Hello. You want to change the subject, right?
Please.
No, this is for real.
How's the
This
weather
is
out
the
there?
for real in Benny Loco world. You know what I'm saying?
Elizabeth, how's on the segment outside?
Think I'm gonna barf.
Subject for you.
It's only boo-boos. We all get them.
Remember, don't forget the pepper on my eggs, Elizabeth.
There you go. That's a good one, Elizabeth. I like that one.
Nearly cut them off.
I can see you cringing over there, both of you, Diane and Elizabeth. I'm not going to be here.
You know, none of this stuff bothers me because it's happened to me my whole life. It's just like part of the
No
fucking
doubt.
routine. You know?
No doubt, Benny.
I think that's why I'm such a fucking tough broad, is because, you know, it just shit just keeps happening, okay?
You two other
It
co-hosts,
doesn't stop.
you two other co-hosts are just speech.
Mark, you're all muffled, but I don't know what that is.
Oh,
but
fuck,
you're really
really?
muffled. Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to change the subject.
Back to keeping our democracy.
Is making you queasy, though.
I apologize for my shitty cell service, but no, I was asking Elizabeth about the eggs. How are they doing out?
We don't have to fry them today. I think that we can just set them out there and let them boil themselves. But no, it's not quite that hot today.
No,
Okay,
we're
that's
getting
good.
we're getting a little
So
reprieve. It's only
We're getting a
111
refrain.
here.
So it's in
It's only going to be like
instead of the 100
106.
teens.
Yeah.
I got
We're down to
111
a
here.
chilly 106.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I
That's
said,
nice.
time to break out the parkas and the knit caps, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
indeed.
Mm.
Yes.
I saw a kid with a wool cap on. He was standing where the divider is at the Walmart there. A wool cap and a coat. You know, he's begging for money. I'm like, just take the hat off, please. Just take the hat off and let some of that heat out of your body. A fucking woolen cap and a fucking coat.
Well, Miss Diane,
What was the temperature?
Poor thing.
Yesterday, it was like 118.
Holy shit.
I'm getting reprieve too. It's only 111. But it's only 1 o'clock. It might hit like 116 before the day's over.
So
So Elizabeth, what do you want to say, honey?
well, I was just curious. Is everything going okay out east, Mark and Diane? You guys both. How's you guys doing? You still overheated, or is it things mellowing out?
No, they've got warnings that they canceled outdoor activities, like in the county grounds, because I think the heat index is 104 here in DC.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's lovely.
Wow.
That's hot for what climate change?
Tony just informed me here in Michigan that we are going to get bans from Hurricane Beryl.
That's going to be some storms, tornadic maybe. Yeah.
You never know.
Beryl headed your way?
What's that, Mark?
Beryl is headed your way, Diane?
Yeah, the
It's
residuals
going up
of
and
it.
in, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to get it in Michigan. So,
Nice.
you know.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. They've been suppressing climate change information. They've been suppressing all of this information for the oil companies since Carter took the solar panels, put the solar panels on, and Reagan took them down.
In Florida, you can't even
Forever.
use the words
Forever.
climate change. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yes, it is,
Yeah,
Diane. Yes.
That's one thing. Trump was in office, he undid all of the all the climate change measures that were. It's like,
Yep.
yeah.
420.
And the Supreme Court just made regulatory agencies absolutely just ripped all of the teeth out of them.
Yep.
Yeah, really,
They don't give a fuck.
Trump's mission was really to tear down the government, and he did a decent job of leaving a mess when Biden came in.
Put a dent.
Yep. I think you guys
That's what we
all
have to
know
look forward
about
to.
Project 2025. Do we have to cover it? Do you want to cover it? We'll cover it.
We all,
But it's
we
like,
are, we, yeah.
I've heard it
it's
so
like-
much
Self-governing
already.
is democracy.
What?
Yeah.
Self-governing democracy. Democracy is
We are the
only
democracy.
alternative. It's the only alternative humankind has found to tyranny.
Yep.
Democracy.
That's it. It's democracy or dictatorship.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's on
Exactly.
the ballot, along with.
I know what I
abortion.
want. I know what I know what I want.
I loved Mark, while you're on the phone, I loved I can't remember the chick's name, but she's the one that does the True Blue Politics, and she was like, "Yeah, we
Karen.
did the Zoom last night, and everybody raise of hands who's gonna vote for Biden," and 60 people were like, "Yep, we're all voting," and it was in the not Sparkler chat, it was in the Stephanie Miller chat, the Mooks chat.
Right, Karen from Chicago.
Yeah,
she-
Karen
she's a
from
daughter.
Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a legend.
And she does True
Right.
Blue Politics, which is another, place if
Yeah.
you guys want to go and turn off your fucking television sets. She's awesome. Yeah, the Mook Zoom. I'm bummed that I wasn't there. I was like too tired, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I missed it too. I was spending time with a friend last night, so. Yeah, that's a great group. It's, for those that are Stephanie Miller, Mooks, and followers, it's a really great collection of minds in there. I think, yeah, Elizabeth, you've been in there. You
Yes.
fit right in there. I think you got into it with
brilliant.
Mary from Utah's daughter one
Yeah.
time, I remember.
Yeah.
Mary Trump's show
Yeah.
today was great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant people in there. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's-
guys got to just spread out on YouTube and find these good people who are doing good things and trying to, not let us panic so much. We got this. We got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
We just have to-
we're under a great deal of pressure, and we
Yeah.
have been for a long time, and
Yeah.
we're coming into the home stretch.
Yeah.
We just we got to push this last bit as hard as we can. You've all watched people run a track race.
And
You
unite.
see when they turn on the heat. Well, that's what we got to do. We got to turn on the fucking heat.
Yeah. And we got to unite like we've never united before. I
Yeah.
don't care
Well,
about small shit. If you're fighting for democracy, I'm on your fucking side. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're fighting for democracy and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and we're going to go with the Constitution, then let's roll that way and fuck everyone else. Fuck everyone else. I don't give two shits anymore. I'm tired of this shit.
That's
ahead.
my single issue.
Democracy.
That's my single issue. Democracy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything else is going to flow from that.
It means
Yeah.
everything.
It's democracy or
420.
nothing matters.
Benny, it's
And,
420. Just saying.
I
420.
I like having some kind of structure in our society, and people who keep things in checks and balance properly. And
Yeah, I look forward to the day
every-
again when political coverage, when they talk about policy, none of this crazy shit.
It's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
it's all
I'm
culture
looking forward
wars.
to that day when we can.
It's all culture
Right.
wars and no policy.
Yeah.
Zero policy.
Mom Joe said she's in the mood. If you want to call in and share some of what was there, that'd be great. But
People
all right.
are starting to
Change-
tweet about CNN not covering Epstein files and attacking Biden's age, but not his record. That's good to
Right.
know. That's good to know, Ali Escher. Thank you. I'll tell you what. Mainstream media, if it bleeds, it leads. Why are you not jumping on this story? I don't get it why they didn't do it then.
Salacious and everything.
I don't get
Yeah.
it why they're not doing it now. It's a moneymaker, and you won't do it.
Because they're compromised. He's got something on them.
I know. I get it. I
Fuck.
see it. It's clear as day. If we can't
Yeah.
Same reason why he won't go after David Pecker. Same reason why he won't go after Noah Kassler. Same reason why he won't go after people who actually know more shit about him than they're leading on or what they've said, even in a court of law. You know? So enough. And to Biden or not to Biden, there is no question. That's the name of the show today.
There's no question.
No question.
There is no question. We don't have any questions any longer. This is where we are.
And for anybody out there, and I know nobody in the audience is included in this unless you sneaked in and I didn't see you. A third party vote is a vote for Donald Trump.
100%.
Just know
third
that.
Party.
So
there's no third choice.
There's
just like Jill Stein.
It's not he's not going to be on the ballot. That's for sure. You know that for sure.
You want to eat
RFK? RFK is not on the ballot.
You want to vote for a dude who's got brain worms and fucking thinks vaccines are not cool and eats dogs.
Jill Stein's not on the ballot.
Oh, but I was talking about RFK Jr. And then
I'm talking about anybody who's on the ballot besides Biden and Trump.
Well, and also
Marianne Williamson, I think.
Yeah,
she re-entered
RFK
after
Jr.'s
the debate.
also on Epstein's fucking flight log. So, just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, ladies, I think I've changed the subject for you, so I will yield.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. I didn't get to finish my story. It had a happy ending, by the way.
Don't stop. No.
All right, Mark. Love you.
We wound up doing bye, Mark. We wound up doing a strain review that night. I can't remember what the strain was, but we went live and we did a strain review on what I was smoking and how good it was helping me feel in spite of the injury I had just sustained. Was that nice enough?
Yeah, Sinful Solutions. So, you know what? If they don't like dogs, I don't trust anybody who doesn't like animals. I literally do not trust anybody who doesn't like animals. Literally, I don't.
I don't trust anybody that animals don't like either.
Yeah. Like Biden's German Shepherds. Biden's German Shepherds biting, I don't know.
The bad guy.
I think that German Shepherd was biting bad Secret Service agents.
Yeah, because they fucking knew that.
Yep. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Bullshit. Keep the dog, get rid of the Secret Service agent and trade him out. Keep the dog. Yeah.
Yep. Good dog.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Now,
I wish I could read the chat. I can't do that much from this phone, and I know that they're just they're so brilliant inside the chat.
I would read it to you, but it would take up the whole show.
No, I just love reading the chat, and I miss it.
I know. Well, that's the good thing is this is recorded, so anybody who wants to go back and leave a comment would even be cool too. It helps the algorithm to go back and play and reread the chat. And, if you came in late, if you came in, midstream, last 5 minutes.
Well, it's just they're creative. I mean, the brilliant. There's a lot of brilliant people in there, and so you got all these ideas shooting back and forth. And I normally enjoy reading, and I can't wait to go back and see what everybody's saying because I think
that's what we're all gonna do. Is I love doing that too because me running the show, I hardly get a chance to read the chat, and so I love to hear what you guys say, and I love it when you guys call in. It means a lot to us that all of you guys are here, and I'm just, even if we're at the bottom of fucking YouTube, I don't really care. We are still fighting for democracy, and if we get criticized for that, double motherfucking fingers in the air. I don't give two shits.
It isn't easy. It isn't easy. And we all know it isn't easy. because we know easy. Come on, we've all done easy. This is the hardest thing we've ever had to do in our whole fucking life.
And we're going to do it for the next 4 months straight.
We're prepared for this moment. All of us people born in a certain generation are prepared for this fucking moment. Yeah. That's all I got to say about that.
And we're going to keep doing it till Biden is inaugurated again. And then we can take like maybe a little tiny little breath. But Trump isn't going to go away. We've got all his spawn to deal with. Even if that motherfucker croaks. Sorry. But even if he croaks, we're going to have to deal with his spawn. It's going to take years to
clean up the fucking sloppy orange shit that's all over the place.
Like Reaganism, it's become Trumpism, and we're going to have to like squash it like Nazism.
Agreed. It's going to be around, and it's going to stay in this country for a while. And the corruption goes deep. It's been 50 years in the making. It's been entrenched in our system. It's even been entrenched in the laws that these bastards have made. For instance, welfare reform. Welfare reform was full of poison pills to make hungry people desperate just to get food subsidies. It's disgusting. It's abusive. It's wrong. And they like to pick on the poor and the marginalized and the disabled.
Is now illegal, but you can take bribes.
Yeah. Hello.
Give me a fucking break.
Why are we still paying their salary with this information that we have? Why are we fucking still paying their salary?
Well, either we...
There's not a whole bunch we can do, but perhaps we could stall their salary.
Either we can fire the court. We expand the
court. But we can't do that until we all get together and fill that fucking whole ship with blue.
Yep.
Vote.
We cannot do
That's
it
the only way to do it.
voting blue all the way down the ticket. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to remind you again, please do not just check Democrats all the way down the ticket, because when you do, you skip the judges. So please go through.
You have to know what those judges' track records are.
Tick the boxes
out what they've done
all the way down, and
that'll tell you who they are.
That's also been disinformation that's been put out there. When you tick just the Democrat side, then you skip all the judges, and all the right-wing judges get in there.
Go down individually, mark each person you're voting for.
Yes.
Do not hit the just blue ticket thing, because if you do, it's going to skip a lot of important stuff. These judges we look at Judge Cannon. There's your perfect example. Judge Cannon. Look at the Supreme Court. All of those judges Trump appointed.
But they were appointed. That's different. But I'm talking about your local judges in your local districts. That's what you're voting for.
What I'm saying is that the judges matter. Those judges that look at the damage they're capable of doing.
That's what I mean. So don't just willy-nilly, check the box for Democrats because you're skipping all the judges. Just, FYI. And that's ballots across the country. I don't think people realize that.
Don't skip the judges. Don't skip the judges. Seriously.
You can't.
They're making all the rules, so don't skip the judge. Yeah, now.
That's important. That's absolutely important. And that's a lot of people see. It depends on your state, though. And you have to check your state laws. Make sure you check your individual state laws. California has one law. We're a liberal state. We make it easy for people to vote. We're all mail-in. Our homeless are considered not homeless. They're considered to be residing at the previous address that they had. The last address they had is that considered their address if they can provide no other on their voter registration. So please, please, please just check your state laws about voting and voting registration. Make sure everybody's registered before the end of summer. Because they're gonna throw all kinds of things. They're gonna send your registration back and say it's not valid. They're gonna and you don't want to get stopped at the voting booth from going in and doing your vote. You want to make sure all that crap's taken care of in advance.
And they're counting on that shit to happen because they've been stacking the fucking deck for decades.
Yeah, what's the telephone line that if you get turned away at the somebody knows it in the one of our moderators know it. Spiken knows it.
Got that chat.
Put
that
up the
link.
number that if you get stopped, put this number in your phone right now. So if you're in a red state and you're gonna get
Thank
you. There's the election protection hotline. Moms is doing it on Twitch right now. So that's what I mean. If you get stopped from voting, this is what you do. Okay? First of all, you can ask for a provisional ballot. First, that's number one. And if they won't give you one, you call these people. Okay? Yep. And also, I commend people who work during the elections and all these people who actually, take the time and doing all the counting of. Trump is counting on filling those positions with his,
cronies.
His cronies.
Yeah.
To count the ballots. Because he's like, I don't need your votes. It just matters who's counting them. So
they're already taking applications, and they have quite a bit of people already ready to fill these positions.
Oh my God, he's licking everything.
Now you do.
It's Tanner.
Oh my God.
That's Tanner.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we got to make sure that we have.
Stop it.
And ladies in southern states, if they say that you have to have a birth certificate, you've been married, then your birth certificate won't match your license. So you have to get your marriage license, your divorce thing, your changing of your name, all of it in order to prove who you are. So get all of your papers.
Oh my God, I'm so happy I live in California.
Yes.
Yes.
We're happy that we live in Michigan because Gretchen Whitmer would never allow this shit to happen.
I'm so terrified for the people that I love who live in red states.
Yeah, I am too. Oh, the kitty. Oh, that looks like my boo-boos. Looks like
bye.
He wants to be.
Which one is that?
He's like,
I can't tell. They're all fluffy.
I have to be on television.
I don't know where Doobie is. He's hiding.
Oh my God! He's licking my hair.
Oh, the kitty.
He's gonna lick my hair.
Doobie's in here.
Oh my God! Stop it.
I found him.
He does this all the time.
I don't have one kitty in here with me. 4 kitties in the house and not one with me. They don't feel like that I need comfort right now.
It's Kitty Cam.
Oh,
it's Kitty Cam. Yeah, this is Tanner.
He's sleeping.
I love when they lean their heads on shit like that.
Ow! You're being a dick. He's like
Valentine was leaning with it on the shelf this morning. Laying in the hallway with a head on the shelf.
A first sandwich.
Oh yeah, you got me good. No, I love, kitties. I can't. They're so cute.
They are. They're therapy.
They do calm me
down. They make
down.
you feel better.
When I'm rubbing their belly, I'm like, okay, all is well in the world.
Yeah, babies.
Nothing can go wrong. All is well. No, I just see Kevin Bacon going, all is well. There's nothing to see here. In Animal House.
I wish I knew how this worked.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
That one right there, that link that I just dropped.
Yeah.
That's for you, Petrossi. It's like 10 seconds, but it's definitely for you.
Well, I gotta thank Elizabeth and Benny, and thank you so much for, doing the show today. And it's been really kind of I feel like it's been tough, but at the same time, I'm just like, I'm very optimistic. And I don't know how to be optimistic when you've taken a beating, but that's how I feel.
Optimistic. Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna
always.
We're not ceding our ground to this fascism bullshit. We're not gonna cede our ground to mainstream media and their oligarchy and their fucking bullshit, and how all of them are like owned by, mega Trump donors and their fucking fascism. I'm tired of it. Everybody's tired of it. And every time, I just want you guys to know, every time we fought against fascism, the people came out, they voted, and we won. So have a little hope.
There's a wave coming.
I know
there really is.
Like, I'm in a pocket of red here, and I'm like a blue dot in a red pocket. But, it's because all these people have boats and $1 million houses on their lakes. And you know what I mean? And they think that they're going to get less taxes. They have no clue that they're not rich enough for Trump's taxes. So all their grandchildren and their children and all the women in their lives, all their rights will be taken away. Yep. And how about our beautiful lake that they love so much, that is spring fed, will now be dumped with fucking pollutants, and you can't even go in it anymore. So you take your fucking tax cuts and shove it straight up your ass. You're gonna fucking vote for a fucking pedophile and a fucking fraud, and he owes $500 million in debt? Are you fucking kidding me?
Call from Jupiter Judy.
I don't get it. Defend being a pedophile. I want you to defend voting for a pedophile. I want you to defend that. Jupiter Judy, I don't know.
If somebody defends that pedophile to my physical face.
We had a huge cat like that too.
They're in trouble.
No, you cannot do. It's indefensible, as you said earlier. It's absolutely indefensible. Vote for a pedophile. I dare you. You'll be ostracized from your whole entire life, world, and family and workplace. Go ahead, Jupiter Judy. I'm sorry.
In Florida, they've been changing so much crap that they've made it to the point where now every year you have to call and get your mail-in re-registered in order to do mail-in ballots. And so we've been going around making sure everybody knows that. And, all these little stupid rules like you're talking about. And the license thing in Florida, we had to have it done by 2023. We had to have it done, or else if you got stopped, you could be put in jail.
For not having a new Florida license?
With the star on it.
Oh, okay.
Last year, 23. We had to have them done last year because they sent me a card and told me I had to come up and redo my license.
Star on it.
We got the star when.
So, and we had to pay for it too, of course.
2007.
Stupid. Anyway, that's all I want to say.
All right, honey. Well, that's informative. When I lived in Florida, I didn't have any problem.
Thanks, Judy, for calling in. Thank you, honey.
Came to me, and I filled it out and I sent it in.
Yeah.
Now it's a problem.
We have our star on ours. Don't.
It's right there.
Yeah, show your fucking license on a goddamn Zoom call.
I don't give a fuck.
The fuck? On a goddamn live stream. Are you insane?
What's the matter with you, Tony?
Oh my god. What the fuck? my bra so you don't do it again.
Oh my god.
I'm back.
I got my ballot for August
You-
6th.
Don't show your address.
For August 6th.
You're going to have to use your
It's not
blurring
showing.
option there, Tony.
Negative.
It's not showing.
Come get some.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony's like, come get some. Anyway, now, I got my ballot for August 6th is the deadline for these I forget what you call them, pre-election thingies. This is not for president. This is for, everybody else.
Preliminary.
Yeah, thank you. And so, yeah. So,
Yay!
Well, that's
I'm
good.
always
I can't wait.
I'm
No,
always excited when it's time to vote
but that's what I mean.
because
I got my
I get
ballot.
to be heard,
No problem.
and don't women love to be heard. Now, I'm dancing already, waiting for my next ballot to come.
Benny's hair looks badass.
Forget it. I can't wait. I'm excited. I've never been more excited to vote in my life as I am now, and it's always
No
been
shit,
it's always
right?
been a pet peeve of mine. So
Right? I've been so stoked. I can't even wait.
me too.
By the way, Benny, just so you know, 5 Eggs just said, Benny's hair looks great.
Why? Thank you, 5 Eggs. It's down. I let it
Sweet.
down, and I
Can
put
get one?
a lot of hairspray in it and hit it with the curling iron. I was like, I'm just not going to pin it up today. I'm just not. I always have it pinned up. And I also wanted to say to everybody who's in Chatland and everybody who's here on the panel that yesterday I did a live stream on my Benny Loco channel. And I never go political. I've been having my channel for almost 17 years and I never talk about politics. And I did a stream yesterday and it was all political. And because of that, it's my highest viewed live stream ever.
Oh my God. That's so great,
Which
Benny.
freaked me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's so
because
good.
I'm used to things being really quiet over there on my channel so we can have fun, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I've had it. I've had it to the point where even on my main channel, we must talk about these things. They must be spoke about wherever you are. If you have a platform, use it. And it breaks my heart to give that away because that's never what I wanted my channel to be.
I understand that, Benny, and I know that's the reason why you and I started this too, as well, is because you wanted to keep your your channel, other channel, kind of politics free and separate.
On the down low.
Yeah, but guess what? You can't shut up about this shit.
Can't do that anymore.
It's not
desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yep.
This is not a fucking drill.
Yep, you want to go back to, keeping it fun and, just, singing songs while you're driving in your car, which I absolutely love. And it's so much fun.
If you guys weren't there, that's exactly what I would be doing, except I wouldn't be talking to anybody.
As long as you don't put us in the glove compartment again.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Wizzy Bub, please forgive me.
Is that the one?
Is it Benny Loco Loves? Is that your
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was I in the little green vote mobile or was I in the van? I was in the green vote mobile. Yeah. There's no way to lock it. You know, I should have just brought you in, but
yeah, well, it was a hot day too. It was hot in there and it was stuffy.
I don't remember even where we went. I'm sure it was somewhere I couldn't bring you in because I bring you guys in everywhere.
Yeah.
I know.
It was probably something personal.
That's why I was so shocked.
No, Benny, that's such good news, though. And it's like, I think female voices need to get out there more because we have more to lose than anybody else. You white men in the chat and anybody who's rich, fuck y'all. You're like, this shit ain't gonna fucking happen. Well, actually, it will because Donald Trump will come in and steal all your money, but whatever. But, you know, no, but
I can't wait until that name is in the history books.
Oh, my God.
And we never have to say it again.
And just, I mean,
that's what I want for Christmas.
I still gotta make the T-shirt with all the nicknames. I think it's a must.
Oh,
I think it's a must. I think it's the other one is fuck your felon. I think the other T-shirt. There's another T-shirt that
this is his dangling participle.
We're not going back. We're not going back. 21st century suffragettes. We're not going back. So, like, I think that we've got some T-shirt ideas. We're going to push them out there, you know, and I just want to thank all you guys for being here and supporting the show and supporting female voices out there on YouTube because there's not a lot.
No, there's not.
Dangle his participle.
That little orange mushroom
is just
in a little upside down, well, it looks like a light bulb is what it looks like. So if you screw it in, it might get shocked.
It's blown glass, I guess.
If you screw it in, it looks like a little light bulb.
Freaking love it.
Where the fuck did you get that, Wizzy?
I got it from a friend of mine, and I thought it was just. She's like, "Go ahead and grab whatever you want out of there," and I'm like, "I like that one." Can I get this one?
It was predestined. It had a destiny, and it's achieved it. Isn't that a fucking?
Well, it was right after you guys ripped out yours. You guys whipped out yours, and now, Bitty Loco, where's yours?
Oh, I don't have a mushroom.
Oh shit! Shoot, we need to get you a new one then.
I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna purposely shop for one.
Okay, we just need tiny orange mushrooms. Just keep shoving it in his face. I'm sorry. Listen to me. A tiny orange mushroom encased in a like test tube that you can like hang around your neck and be like
test tube. This is just
I could not believe it.
Believe it. Excellent idea, Jackie. Go to Amazon. They got everything.
Oh my God.
I'll bet you if you type in tiny orange mushroom in glass, they got it.
Bicycle Mike send some of that shit over to me. Like, seriously.
Yeah, magic mushrooms.
I know. No, we got to stay focused. We're going to back Biden 110%. We're not going to fuck around here. And 4 months before the election, everybody is insane. If anybody who's saying Biden should back out, tell them to fuck off and unsubscribe.
That's right.
And tell them to be like, you know what? I'm not going to listen to your shit and cut them off immediately. Yeah. Fuck you. Enough.
Bye.
Bye,
naysayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of this bullshit. We're not going to
take it. Do you know how many YouTube channels I have shit canned in the last month? And especially after the debate and all the fucking hoopla in the last 2 weeks. They fucking deserve it.
Fuck them.
It's been bad.
Fuck them. The other thing that I keep hearing is like, oh, well, you want Kamala Harris? Oh, well, we don't like her laugh. And we don't like her pantsuit. And we don't like, she's black.
Oh,
we don't like
but you like pedophiles.
But you'll vote for a pedophile. Give me a
Let
fucking
that sink in, just like the major says. Let that fucking sink in.
That sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't. And then you need to kick that fucking door down.
Bam!
And then you need to kick that fucking door down.
Right the fuck down. Thank you, Miss Kamala.
Kick the fucking door down.
Go, Madam Vice President.
All right. Any closing statements? We got about 8 minutes. Wizzy, you want to go?
Yes, I've got to go. So, whatever these ladies say, I really do support. And make sure you're educated, make sure you're registered, make sure you checked your state laws, make sure that you remember that anytime anybody comes up to you with doubts about anything Joe Biden or Democrats, you just remind them what the Republican Party is using for their mascot, which is a pedophile. And just say it in every comment. Every time you get somewhere and you see someone say something, make a comment and do your best every chance you get to speak to someone. Yep. And that's my last thing. I'm going to go. And I will see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, darling.
Wizzy, love you. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Love you too. Thanks for having me, y'all.
Always, babe. Love you.
Thanks for coming in. I love Wizzy. She's so beautiful and full of knowledge, and I just adore.
She's a star to me. She's a star.
And look at you, Benny, with your hair star. And your pearl necklace and your pretty dress.
That's in case I got a clutch.
What's that?
There you go. Look at that.
What's the matter? What did I do?
This is our last shot. This is it. This is what we got. And like Elizabeth said, take every opportunity and even make opportunities to talk about what's going on.
Yeah.
Because it means our very existence.
Democracy. But America as we know it will be gone if Trump gets back in. That is a fucking fact. That's a fucking fact. Straight up.
Gone, done. No more America.
See how you're lower than.
And I'm not down for that. Are you?
I'm not down for it. All the women in America are not down for being you get your fingers out of my Benny and Diane t-shirt. Oh my god.
Leave my chest.
Where is it? Where is it?
My chesticles alone. Leave my chesticles alone. Oh, damn, Diane.
I know. Benny, I love you so much. Thank you. And thank you to everybody in the chat on Twitch and on YouTube. We really appreciate you being here with us and hanging out this afternoon with us. We got to fight this fucking shit any way we can. We're just... What? What do you mean?
Did you start the show okay?
No,
yeah, will you quit talking to me while I'm trying to end the show? Oh my god, he's such an asshole. I can kick him in the nuts right now. Anyway,
talking about man.
I love you guys so much. I do a shout out individually, but don't forget we love you so much. No,
and we will see you in the tubes, of course, because we're all together now.
Yeah.
And we're raising up the level of energy that we need to push this fucking old boat right over the finish line. So let's do this, guys.
Shout out
let's
to you,
do
family.
It. Woo! Family shout
outs to you, family.
We'll see you guys next Tuesday.
That's right. I'll see you next Tuesday too.
Love you, my friend.
Love you guys.
Yeah, maybe Friday because the holiday.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You never know. It could happen. Stay tuned. Got your notifications on, I hope.
Yeah, because Michelle Smith might come in.
Yeah. Hit the thumbs up too, eh?
Yeah, on your way already.
It's like one of those
It is a Midwestern goodbye. I can't hang up. Oh my God. Fuck y'all. I love you. Peace out.
We love you guys. Peace from the high desert.
And I'm alone on my birthday. Where have I gone? And am I lost? Where am I found? And I'm alone on my birthday. I'm eating soup from a can. I hate the mailman. My heart's in the garbage can.
Die. Snap out of it.
And I'm alone on my birthday. And I don't feel well. And am I in hell or am I in jail? And I'm alone on my birthday. And I've been spinning it round. I don't know when I'll find what I have found.
Negative.
I found you on my birthday, and now everything's changed. And nothing ever stays the same. I found you on my birthday.
It's over.
And we fell in love when we felt so alone. So alone, yeah, when we were so alone. I found you on my birthday. We fell in love when we felt so alone. I loved you on my birthday, and now I don't feel the same. I wish every day could be my birthday.
Game over, man. Game over.
You on my birthday, and we fell in love. I wish every day could be my birthday.
My chest feels alone.
I found you on my birthday, and we fell in love when we were so
My chest feels alone.